the where we are, who we are, and what we do. The theme recognizes that we have challenges and also solutions, and these solutions are within us. Then he went ahead to note that in relation to TPC, 3 issues that he tackled, mostly where everything is embedded, the who we are as Tooro people. We should define our cultural heritage, the norms, the customs, values, and practices. Then he also noted that Tooro people cultural code of conduct as a solution to this, to define our cultural heritage, the norms, and the customs. Then another one was where we are as Tooro people. Tooro people are losing their land. He noted that very importantly. And then he also gave a solution that we should conduct land possession assessments, track our land in future, discourage land sale to avoid inconvenience, discourage land fragmentation, that is divisions, then save land and use it productively. Then he also recognized the opportunities that we have and plan well, that is the smart development. He gave an example of Tooro Botanical Gardens, that we should value that. Then, we as Tooro people, are we productive? Then the solution was for us to be well aligned as Tooro people. Then he also stated briefly the 15 principles that can help us live productive lives. That is the philosophy of life. Do you have a theory? What drives you as an individual? Then we also have the vision. The mental picture is important. Then state your mission of life to help you define your purpose in life. Then determine your goals, get advice from personal mentors, seek intervention of higher power, plan ahead and know how to deal with your future. Evaluate progress formatively. Change your mindset and reinvent yourself. I hand over to Edna.
Okay, thank you, Stella. About the reinvent yourself, he mentioned nine steps. And the first, he said, he asked us, what do we do as Tooro people? Are we productive? We need to ask each of us, we have to ask ourselves this question. Then he also said that is followed by, we need to learn how to plan with a vision. He said after that, then you state your mission in life. Where are you heading? Then he said after that stage, determine your goals. Then he said it was very critical for you to know who your mentors were. And you need to ask yourself the question, are you choosing the right mentors? Are you choosing mentors that are going to help you grow and develop? Or you're choosing mentors that are just going to help you in the dancing arena and the entertainment? He also talked about, he said after that, then you seek intervention of how higher power, you specify a realistic maturity time, and then plan for progress. After that, you will have reinvented yourself. We found this very interesting and thought we should bring it out to you. Now, in continuation with the highlights of the morning session, it came out clearly that it was important that the Batoro start to see themselves and behave like citizens and not tribesmen or tribeswomen or idiots. He gave the definitions of the 3. He also said, it also came out that several Tooro elders, political figures, leaders, and the general public attended the conference. That he acknowledged it, and it was acknowledged by Madame Sylvia and other persons that stood here. It was clear, and they said it was good, including the Kingdom of Tooro joined on board. Then also it was noted in the morning session that Equity Bank was available. They gave their presentation and talked about their products and where you can go to get more information. Now, we had a plenary session after that, and in the plenary session, the participants were asked to suggest way forwards in regards to the issues that had come up early in the morning. We categorized these issues, I think, into 4 or 5 categories, but let me go through each category. We had some issues that were mentioned from the crowd directly from the participants, but we had some that were given to us at the desk, and this includes the whole package. Now, in case of addressing nutrition, issues that came up is change your compounds into nutrition centers, Another person said we need to go back to our traditional meals and farming methods. Somebody else said that roadside tree stalls should also sell nutritious plants like carrots and greens. Someone mentioned and said we should go herbal. Another participant said we need to exchange red meat for white meat and also start to rear and breed these yourself instead of buying them from the shops or from the market. Another participant said we need to understand nutrition and know the food that we are eating. Another said you need to educate on the effect of chemicals on the food. Still on nutrition, another participant said women should go back and farm their kitchen gardens. And someone else said we need to have continuous training so that we learn on the dangers of malnutrition. Another participant said we need to grow our traditional foods. Another said we need to design a curriculum and add it to the educational curriculum so that the children learn when they're still young about this. Another said educate the vendors on food hygiene in the market. Another talked about to love and support the malnourished persons in our community. Somebody else talked about the need to document and have rich literature on health and feeding and proper diet. And then somebody else talked about planting or rearing animals, especially using the indigenous breeds that do not have all those chemicals added. Now, there was also a category on collaboration that we picked out from the responses, and one of them, what they said is, one, we need to work with our leaders. Someone else said that the VHTs and LCs should be included because these are the people that reach the grassroots persons directly. They talked about political leaders asking that they should not pass the bad policies that do not build us. And then they also talked about teaming with our leaders and start from home and then spread out. Another person talked about TPC needs to collaborate with government to decampaign early pregnancies in marriage. Okay, then we had another category, which was land. We just had 2 issues from there. We picked out 2 issues. One was combine resources with each other and buy land like others are doing. And then another was to treat land as an asset that can be passed on to other generations. Then we had 2 more categories. One was culture. There was a lot of talk about hailing our culture as the Tooro, and they said we should use the ebioto in the home and do it among your family. Don't wait to do it at community level. Start from home. Someone said we should use programs like M-Yoga, PDM, and all to educate the masses. Then another participant said we should go home and go back to our traditional methods of behavior, of work, of cooking, of farming, name it. Another said develop Tooro People's Cultural Code of Conduct. Another participant said get the children off the home television in preference for housework and the other ebiotos at home. Then someone also suggested that we go back to using our pounding machines, the mortars, instead of using the machines because of the metals that come through. Now, a general comments that came through. One, somebody mentioned alcohol and said it's a result of idleness and that we need a solution for alcohol. The person did not give the solution. Then local leaders stopped the children from going to the discos. We need to work with them. We need to ban the use of polythene bags. We need to use radio programs to disseminate information to the grassroots persons, especially those who cannot read and write. They can listen and do it in the local language. Then there's another who talked about use of Panadols and Septrin, and these should not be put in food, especially hotels and functions. Health educators should follow up on those matters. And they also say that we also need to become active. If you know that somebody is using these drugs in the food, please report them to the appropriate authorities. Then the participant talked about quite big, and some people who would like to contribute to this conference cannot afford to travel, and suggest that these meetings be rotated, or they are met and they send delegates not left out, take them in the villages and rotate them there. Then I have peace in the home. they said, this person said, it was very interesting, it was quite long. He said that when you have peace in the home, you realize that you can start to discuss how to raise your children, how to grow food, how to do business, because you have peace in your homes. Now, key highlights in the afternoon, we had Elder Mujoja. He presented the report on the TEST 2023 symposium. And just briefly, he said that it took 2 months for preparation, 4 months, sorry, for preparation. He also said that they visited the different districts and received very good response, and the representation for that particular symposium was from 9 districts. He said they did an evaluation, and briefly from the evaluation, he said we had over 350 people, 350 people, and this is the number that they say 350 were those who registered. He said this is exclusive of those who did not register. He also said that they targeted to have 400 people, and they got more than 400, and when he read to us the scale, we realized that the success rate was excellent. He also said they had 3 generations of participants. There were the Zeis, there was the middle-aged, and the youth. Kaliakost hosted the symposium. The hall was given free, and he said the customer care was excellent. He also said of the 6 presenters that they expected, only 1 did not come. And he said that was teamwork was imperative. He mentioned that teamwork was imperative for the TPC agenda to be realized. He called on all to join in this. He said they have a website, though he did by the website URL, maybe we will get it. And then he also says that just 1. And he said the master of ceremonies was not available when they needed him. And you know how that can really disorganize the whole function. The guest of honor was Honorable Tom Butime, and that they had another success who talked about formation and sustainability of developmental stages. He called for a need of mentorship. Don't think that you start your group and run it yourself. You need to have a mentor, and be very careful when you're choosing your mentor, because your mentor can break or make you, or build you. He talked about need for group sustainability. Look at it very strongly. And he also mentioned the 3 methodology: save, borrow, pay. Then we also had a second gentleman who told us about his success with the circles. They started off small and have grown by over, I think, 200%, if I remember correctly. And he talked about when the participants asked him what was his cause for so much success, he said 3 things. 1, he said having a vision. He talked about having good mentors, and he also talked about good leadership. Then we went into the plenary session still in the afternoon, and the key issues that emerged were: 1, trust always fails the groups. The groups fail to trust each other, and when you don't trust each other, your group is definitely going to go down. Or even if you have one person in the group that doesn't trust everybody else, or doesn't trust one person, your group is going to come down. He also talked about the need for family values, because many of the groups have got the family connotation with them. He also, another thing that came out in the afternoon clearly was the need for to have a clear-headed leadership. He said without a clear-headed leadership, you're going to grow. Another participant said we have the capacity to work together, and we should exploit the circles. We shouldn't give up with the notion that the circles in Fort Portal, the circles in Tooro area are not going to perform well. Another issue that emerged was that there are many groups, very many groups among the Tooro, and they said if you want to check this out, just take a walk on a Saturday or Sunday. You'll find everybody has disappeared to their groups. Then someone else mentioned that group fail was because they want money. When the money comes, or it doesn't come, the group disintegrates after that. They said we need to watch out for that, and for people who just want money, but not looking at the development of the group. Then another participant talked about concentrating on the group profit. He emphasized I don't remember whether it was the gender, and not individual gain. That way, he said, in the future, you will find that the gain automatically trickles back down to you. Then another participant raised the question, how do we move from collecting money for Christmas to sustainable groups, and even dared us and told us, you wait in January, you'll see other groups have dropped, disintegrated, and they're struggling to stand up again. Why? Because they've served the whole year, and now they've shared all the money, and there's no more money to keep the group together. Sustainability should come from passion, or is from passion or money. Sustainability was key. Now, we ended the session with our father closing the day. Briefly, I'll say something. Maybe Stella will add on if I've left out anything. He thanked the bishops for the venue. He summarized the day for us yesterday beautifully. And then he thanked the participants for being patient, especially because we ended late and some come from very far. He let the participants know that tomorrow volunteers will be sought that will put together the Tooro Code of Conduct, that is today. He also said the PhD presentation has been moved out, and he gave the participants the reason why they should attend today. Tomorrow, that is today. The Tooro development agenda, he said everybody must have it in their homes. Stella, I don't know whether I've left out anything.
He also applauded Mr. Mujogia for his hard work and support to TPC through the Tooro Symposium, and he gave a key note on that through his work, he worked so hard despite his Tooro, his royal part. He worked so hard and accomplished everything on himself. So encouraged all of us, despite our backgrounds, we should work hard to achieve all our successes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope we captured it okay.
Mwevale muno, lakatere ngaro, asante sana. Asante sana. We have a superb secretariat. These people write as fast as we talk, as fast as we speak. For them, they're capturing it and everything. Nyenda kubasima muno kandi tasisira bwire kimuhabijuma ebya TPC niyo Tooro Education Fund enyakwanire muno kandi abwira bono nja kuraliza waitu adieri Dr. Pasco Kabora to come and give us a report on Tooro Education Fund. Adieri, you're welcome. Meanwhile, you can follow us online.
Ningera harohe mtarozere gikiro kyejo twino mwisiki bakweta Musimenta Stella mwegi Bishop Magambo Counselor Institute atekerehe byakyo maiso hano kana nabijo tubairega nabyo baitu nabyo bizira nkabanya kwizira kiro kya hata mkiro kya kabiri naza maiso gaitu ningera namberora takatugende maiso nadire.
Thank you very much. Before we give this report, I invite people who have been closely involved with the Tooro Education Fund to come and join me here. And one of them is actually the Bishop, Amoti. If you could join the team here, you are on the board of TAFE. And Honorable Alex, Monsignor Mayombo, Monica Rubombora. Please, you can. We need. I bring these people here because they have played a role, and maybe before I forget, I need to thank you, Bishop, Monsignor Mayombo, Honorable Alex, and Monica Rubombora, for the great work you have done. Once a resolution was made that we begin to support Tooro's children who are underprivileged but bright. Now, something better than that. By any chance, is Robina around? Robina? Perhaps not. Edmond, Dr. Edmond Kagambe. Okay. Now, today, people are asking, we have been meeting TPC every year. So what? Schools in the region remain bad. Circles are failing. Leadership, especially in Fort Portal City, is lacking. Schools perform poorly. Girls are dropping out of school. Drug abuse in the area is on the rise. Divorce rate is rising and families are failing. Fort Portal City is the least developed compared to Gulu, Hoima, Mbarara, Masaka, and some of them are making this conclusion. Therefore, TPC is a waste of time. I would like to convince you who are here, that TPC is doing well, is contributing to the development of the country. The least you can think of, it's a gift in the region that at least enables people once a year to meet, not for a funeral, but for a jovial social interface of the people of Tooro from all over the world. This social interface manifests in a number of scenarios. And one of them is holy matrimony that started from TPC. Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Kanyarubona. They are not yet here, they got stuck on the road coming from Kampala, but they are fruits of TPC. They never knew each other. They met here. The current flowed, and all we had, they were going to church to get wedded. Fruit of TPC. I'm told there is another one, Bala Mugara, who met his love here, and they are married. Second couple. So those who still continued seeing TPC is useless, how do I describe them? Stunted. Now, on education. At one of the TPC sessions on education, about 6-7 years ago, when we were lamenting about the situation of education in the region, papers were presented, analyses were made. It was observed that traditional schools are dying in Nyakasura, St. Leo's, Maria Goretti, Kievambi. It was also observed that due to poverty, some bright boys and girls are dropping out after P7. A resolution was made that a Tooro Education Fund be established. That was welcomed with a lot of excitement. Pledges were made, donations were paid. We then gathered some good money, and we adopted 18 students, most of them in senior 1. And now we have the following progress to report. I will read their names and their progress. Musinguzi Edwin at Nyakasura, promoted senior 6. If those kids should students are here, you could move forward and stand in front here. You're not one of them, are you? Musinguzi Edwin, Nyakasura School, promoted senior 6. Nyakojo Martin, Nyakasura School, dropped out due to failure in senior 4. Ainembabazi David, St. Leo's College Kyegobe, promoted senior 6. Murungi Simon, St. Leo's College, promoted senior 6. Amanyiri Alex, St. Leo's College, sat for senior 4. Kenema Esther, St. Maria Goretti, sat for senior 4. Abigaba Derek, St. Leo's College, was suspended from college, met with Professor Edmond, but nothing yet has been resolved. That happens even in the best of families, doesn't it? Kahunde Esther, Kiebambe Girls Secondary School, sat for senior 4. Kunihera Esther, St. Maria Goretti Secondary School, sat for senior 4. Nyira Mugisha Sarah, Kiebambe Girls Secondary School, sat for senior 4. Ninsima Raphael, Nyakasura School, sat for senior 4. Kyomukama Mary, Kiebambe Girls Secondary School, sat for senior 4. Basimer Harriet, for Potro Institute of Nursing, 3rd year, 1st semester, to finish in June 2023. She has already graduated, completed, but graduating in February 2024 from nursing. Mukonyeza Alenaitwe, Mountains of the Moon University, graduating in January 2024. Tukahebwa Emmanuel, Finns Medical University, Diploma in Clinical Medicine and Community Health, graduating in February 2024. Ninsima Samuel, Finns Medical University, Diploma in Clinical Medicine and Community Health, graduating in February 2024. Mujuni James, St. Joseph's Technical School, completed studying and has graduated. Mutegeki Bashir, St. Joseph's Technical Institute, has also graduated from St. Joseph's Technical School. So that makes the number 18. And we are proud to say that TAFE has contributed to the growth of this country. This is an achievement that has not been easy. COVID came in and we accumulated a lot of debt. I remember in August, we owed these schools 18 million. And some of the head teachers were threatening that our children are not going to be allowed to sit for examinations. I made a lot of noise. I made a lot of appeals. Some of you are here. You received a lot of my messages begging you, and you contributed. In 2 months, I raised 18 million. Actually, after raising 18 million, even yesterday someone gave me 200,000, which we have now because we have cleared all the debt. But he had committed himself to pay 200,000 every year, and he had forgotten. So yesterday when he saw me, he remembered. So on the account, we have 200,000 from that individual. Now, observation. This is not easy. We seem to be tired. And the question is, what do we do? Some have said we are we are donor fatigued, and that raises a number of questions. What do we do? I have 3 options which I want to invite the team who have been doing this work and perhaps yourselves, possible solutions. One possible solution is which happens even in the best of families. Given the fatigue, inform these young people, we have done the best we can. We are unable to continue to support you. Look elsewhere. Thank TEF for the good work they have done for you. See you later. Option number two. Option number two, have individuals adopt these children, which makes it easier. Look at them, pick, we can even write their names on pieces of paper, and then you pick one and you adopt that one as one of your children you take care of. Or even organizations, KRC can pick one and say we are going to adopt that one. That's option number two. Option number three, continue hustling like we have been doing. Accompanying that question, who is that person who is going to do the hustling, the begging, the writing of notes, the making of phone calls? One day I was in my office with Honorable Beatrice Keraso, and I was making a call to one of you seeking help. And I said, when are you going to pay? He says, I'm going to contribute. I said, maybe, can you contribute 1 million? And he said, oh, that's too much. Okay, I said, about 900. He says, that is still too much. No, I said, even 800 can pay for one of the students. And Honorable Keraso said, but you are so forceful. You are telling these people, maybe he wanted to contribute only 100. So it's not easy to fundraise. So these are some of the beneficiaries coming forward. So those are the three options. One, I repeat, inform these people we are unable to continue to support you, a thing that happens even in the best of families. Number two, have individuals adopt these children individually or adopt them in your own families. And three, continue doing what we have been doing, which I say has not been easy, and I would like someone to volunteer or a team of people to volunteer and say, we are going to be knocking at people's doors. You know, one thing that brought 18 million was I put on our WhatsApp group that the following day I was going to go to town to beg from every person I meet on the street. And then people started, they stopped me from doing that, they contributed. So those are the three options. Team, you may add on that, and perhaps if there are more than these options that you can discuss, what do we do with these people? Yes? There is something to note, that you don't have to be having a lot of money to donate. That's one mistake that people make. And people come to us and say, Nserurayo sponsor. And when they talk of Nserurayo sponsor, they mean nyonka ikarambajungu mdagiro kusangwa nyina abajungu abagiga bamanyiri nuwe sponsor. But I tell you, Oma kanzena gama Nserurayo sponsor. I picked the phone immediately. I called someone from Kampala. Nagamba nyino mwana mnakuhano. Amazire senior 6 na agenda Mountains of the Moon. Iwe ukazara abana babiri bonga. Yeah, you are teaching the invest. I know the properties you have. I know the developments you are making here. Ni nkusaba umwana ono umutwale. Umwana ogunwe Maria Goretti. She has graduated from Mountains of the Moon University with a Bachelor of Education, and it's not a Mzungu who did that. Dr. Kabonesa from Makerere University did it. So we already have living examples. Another one is the spirit of generosity begins even when we are young. There is a small girl by the names of Eve Ihunde. She has been donating from her pocket money. Is Eve around? Yeah, come forward. So she's born of one of the members of TPC. Just turn around and look at those people. She's now grown older, but she was younger when she started in senior 2. So when her parents give her pocket money, she divides it in half and then donates some money to TAFE. And now she's in Makerere doing engineering, mechanic engineering. So Ihunde, we have a faculty of engineering here at Uganda Martha's University for Tooro campus. When you have graduated, they have a job for you as a lecturer. So I guess my work is done, so it's up to you to make a decision.
Wachamuna dieri, takabura Uganda baby, abisemu ni mbaramu chimunde uguni mkama simwe, nasemera kwa hano kino, kananyo ni basima kunteka akakurato kano, akutegekera education fund kuyamba abana bitu bano, tubasimba katwetera mwana twesima mno kutukoze twabahicha twesime. Naitwa Kachacho Uganda mdasi ya Rwenzori, tukarabia msindo yetu ya Rwenzori kuyamba abana bali nide, they must be nide, they must be bright, intelligent, they also must be well behaved. So those 3 areas. Tumparishes wako bahandika and in our schools akiyabama Nyakasura, Rubona, Kibito, tulenga kunya babana at least a maximum of 2 per what? Per class per year. Tulenga kunya abana bali nide, kandi bilengeso nungi, kandi bali bright, should be intelligent. Anyway, I think in relation to options as a diary hayo, tuongere kuhasolinga, tuongere kuetia tira kaka katwina, abana bantu kumzee muntu bakonyera. That is my take really, that we can't just drop them, atukumzemo, tuetira tere, tubasindikirize, bamale, kubaramara guna mugigo na kuturugamu tungena another what phase, bantu tutakabandi bantu batakamazi. That is my thinking. Ngubantu tukumzemo kubasagika, tubasindikize paka bamazire, nuko phase ngweraho tunge phase end. So that is my thinking. Kusagika byaliya rugambo of those 3 options. Let us take the 3rd option. Kuzamu tusaba tusengereza terangana muranga. Warukikora ni bitu twataniza sagika diere kwatanza gukara tubasaba tunokenga nyingizanyu. Yonka abantu bano bakonyerwe kurango tubatandikira kwahimbiraho. Tubasobese bamale nuko tugoteke mabashaka. That is my thinking. Mutimana.
Mutimuno nyewe ndio mahali yabo abatangirira abana abakoze selection y'abana bano kuratokoma mu abana abaturaherera umurukurato tuikalira hano umusorokano rwa 2017 tukagamba ngo abana tubaherera nabo kentandiko yitiyona ekabere kuherera kusasura abana fees abana bano twagenzire twaseruriza abana bali binu betaku amani muno abatwakomeremo twasanga abayingi mulibo no butwagabe nkusobora kwasasura fees zonka bali batasobora kusoma bali betaga nibitago ibindi kusikira nambere bali baruka twachwamu twagamba abana bano leka twakore cyo muzira akora umwana we bafuka nk'abana baitu twabakora shopping twabasura fees twachwamu no batwara mu masomero nambere bali bagenda nikimanya halimuna abantu muno ababungiraga nkamoneka n'abandi kubungira abana banu kubaha amani n'okukora ebindi byona abantu bakora urundi abantu betaga kandi abana bano ngokungambire nkaba muri aba wakomera mu abana bantu twatangira umuntu gwo kubanza kwa basana bala batakusana bati bala bato kandi bayine byetago hati bunkura abana bano nibasana bati ningira tefu tukuzira muri kwa mani Father Kaburo bwagambire option yo kubanza ngo abana tunabe mu ngaro tugamba hatwalemerwaho nahindukana rero nyuma narabona amaiso gairagora bagwerwa omzeire tasokunaga mwana we nyoni ntekereza leka tugumizeme kintu kitwatandikire tuomeke tumalire haroho nambe twagumirwaga ubundi tugenda kwesengereza amasomero bojo tugumisirize nsaba abakuru b'amasomero ba head teachers nabo nimbasima ba head teachers b'amasomero g'abana banu abo kutugumisiriza bakatubera barungi ebitwarabiremo nibe turabamo itwena maka ogwena heririre namanya ebyarabamo haro sento buzikuba zitaroho ubundi okesanga no isengereza oyer haba abanyakwira sente ingihe zikani flowinga abo no bakira kukira ubundi wetina kinakirahuka nabweki tukatunga okugumirirwa beto gumirwa kutwakorabamo itwena abo kuba sente zikaruga muri inywe n'abantu abengi abatalhana inyenda gumiza abana bano mutatina boza mutatina tinkina nti abantu amurerira abantu basokubaleka so nisaba nyowe leka tuongere tugumizemu kandi tuongere kuhayikiraho tumanye ngo tuyino bujunanizibwa bunu aboko halo budi obutwebwa baitu leka tumanye ngo tuyino bujunanizibwa bunu ekintu kakiechwera twakitandika leka tukikole habo burungi bwihanga lyaitu nuko ebyadira benagama ngo TPC ekoraki TPC terhand hona TPC niitwe ogwena ukaisente niitwe TPC mwebale kumpliriza
ebgambo mwabaze bya adieri ya moti adieri na kiki nyo byanteka mu mutuma it has lifted my spirit sabokuba hatwatandikire TPC eno adienko kwa gambire they were it was multifaceted tukagamba abana abantu abakirwinga abayize bagamba neito makoko tuyina abana tukurorera bayingi bana tubayina ukazale nako kwiha kuba batoro bana batoro that was a criteria bayina kuba bana within this region bakaba bana batarukwesobora umaka tabarukwesobora bakoze selection ngijuka abalhand they sat in the selection committee applications kabazari nyingi munon bakomama bana kunamnana based on circumstances omuka and bakabakozera kurungi muno utamaze kusasura fees twasanga abana tubayine mufalisi tubayine uniform abando akataine nkaito twine nebisani bakaija kutunga scholarship yabo tabajoire na nkaito omakani ndio atirize mpali ya imanye yisa manya mugenzi yona terkumhika gitere mu I don't want to reveal because now they look very smart namukubarora they look very very smart bitabatankiye bakabali bayina kwena kunyingi mun barabamwe ibintu bingi ndabo I mean haromo unagenza kubungera Maria Goretti ona mubungera Kiebambe nabakaguza numwetagaki bangambira we only want pads batasabe na sente batasabe na kyokulya bagama twenda pads baitomo Kiebambe ningijuka that day was very cold kana nyon karumunse yokufuka on winter but that day nanyon kanjwere sweater umwana when I ali mumbeho akabajwere slipper and that's the only shoe she had slipper. So kurora abantu abamuntu inyo mwaikaga namugenda mu yesu tukasasura fees betogama bana betaga na mentorship na coaching no mubungiraho no muteru no muhandikira akaboro no gamba keep it up hang on there, hang in there. It's what kept these people sustained throughout the years they were at school. That mentoring did a lot of things. And we encourage you to continue. Of course, in Kamaka Gona, there are those who went through a lot of challenges. I'm talking about the girls now. We had those. We are not going to let those girls down. As you know, number one, these ones I talk to individually myself. Number one, do not abort that child. Do not abort. Children are from God. Whatever circumstances you went through to get pregnant, abana babazara, bagamumara mara kuzara, mubonke for about 3 to 6 months. He just began to was a nutrition, but we wanted those girls back in school. Abokubo muisiki, or taking a longer than a year away from school. The likelihood of her getting pregnant again and this. So to agama, you come back to school. We mobilized a group. Musera fees, we have a Bantan who contributed. Akiki, Honorable Basaliza was one of those who stood up. I'm going to adopt a child. One of those who got pregnant and put her back in school. Akiki, thank you so much. Both of them have completed S4. But during that time, one of them had a single father. A single father, single father was bringing them up. No one commander in the whole time who had managed to make it to senior. The whole family could not go to school. Eventually, to a baby's home, Tooro baby's home. Because of our relationship with the baby's home, we had to phone them and say, please, during school holidays, Tooro's baby's home obliged. That's the only way we could take that girl back to Nyakaswa. What should we do with her? Abandon her? You know, Akana na Kaliyo, one of the very beautiful children. Those have been adopted by TPC. You know, we could wait. One of them might become a president one day, MP Tooro. So for me, it's those things that now are challenging. They need your support, not just financial, but they need your prayers, and they need a lot of mentorship and coaching. We are not, I've heard the youth grumbling that we are not supporting the youth. Who are these? Who are these? And these ones are the future of Tooro. They are more likely, but theirs has been more dire need. Please, we are imploring to you, do not give up on these children. Do not give up. Thank you.
Kubatula hano in this wonderful hall, nyoni nkirora nke kintu ky'omugisa muno abokuba tutungira omugisa ogwokwataho abana baitu kuraba mu kukwataniza hamwe. So vampire obujunanizibwa kuba chairperson wa Tooro Educational Fund ikinabandize gamba nkagamba nkaba that time nyina abana kinana abandu kusasura. So abandi bamazire graduatinga, abandi nkyaliyo ninsasura. So naikiriza nagani nyija koraje ninyija kuongeraho omugogo gwo kutekaga mutefu haro bunsoberwa nanye bintu babinde maraka baitaroho mwana omu nka nawo kaisi kyako bakatweka kali musini ya wana kagenzere mu kanisa zino empyakezi kasanga yebyojo bino ebukutera nanka ekyojo kyakora kyakatweka kandi ise kakabaina abana 20 so hati ise yagamba genda ndugire n'omuka genda otahe mu mihanda yawo saka isi kyako nkakasanga mpanga mukatale nikatunda ka venda kali nikatunda narora akana kato nakakaguza hati inozera ki mukatale ogwala umwaka gwe 2011 kagamba tukaina fees baitu tukatanga mbere ngo kakaruga mu isomero abokara nakagamba yino yendagaruka kusoma kagambego nagamba gendo leta admission so nakagara mu isomero nali nimanyo bundi tukakwijye ibintu kubirabaho so kakira musinia 4 kandi etara results na semererwa yagenda maiso na mteka mpanga musinia 5 musinia mukaga yarabaho akarabaho with 14 points so obuyandetire results yazo na semererwa muno na mugamba gendo sere university yone yokwenda nja kweza full board scholarship so omuiskyogo ya soma ya genda mobs ya kora accounting BA accounting obuyamazire na gwa maguru ga sherifu nagamba nyabari yo mwana onumuherezo mulimo hata nakora mu KRC ali mu finance so baitu bulikiro obwa bananto kalmesa janyata my hero so mpura ni semererwa aro abanyira boda nabo bamazire bingi muno so baitu ekintu ekinarozire nkasanga nyikara groups nyingi muno omuntu obwaro kuferwa abantu kandi basonda sente basera sente norora ke mu group bulyomo ina kuteka sente ezo kuyamba kuzika kandi obuna group eza Americans roho neza bungereza nibahira za dollars $100 $50 mabugo no jokora collection of that day for one person it's a lot of money hata nyakaguza ntizeno sente bojo kakubanizija mutefu twakubiye ntusomesa abana bayinga haranga wange omuntu tujya kuzika buziko oli afuye bitati ntusaroleza kemu sente norora abantu bahereza sente bito bikwija hatefu hati yekerera moti cya wedding ondeke nyoni mbona mono ne tuikana sana ATM abo kuba ba weddings hatu bakaleta na bino ebya machati nibakweta ze chief launcher azifo ina mshare mukazi obagenda kore so na week so no expenditure ni sasa muno obubani turucha sente zi sasa muno the last December I spent like 23 million how weddings bakweta chief launcher no teka 1 million no bochali yao nibaleta na auction no jokora wagure ibintu kujya kwehindura bakutira manyabino bakora kujya kwesanga milioni 2 zikozire zigenzire hamuntu wo so hata nasanga ngo expenditure ekitukusisa habwa kujya kulia kuonga azifu ebyo kulia tutubigera mu makagayi so priority zaitu nikyo twenda kusomesa abantu kiro cyejo bakerege mbabazaho abwaki tutakwataniza tukagura amataka so habwaki obukikwija habintu ebyo kujaguza no tuteka sente baito obukikwija mu investment zero so eno investment ya mani mune yindukorora hano enyuma so nyoni cyo ninsabera abuko abantu baikara nyowe tinkira kwera likira no butuba tuli mu byakaruru bino abuko banyowe amazima gali akaka kanyine kona kagaruka mu bantu. So I give it out. That is my life. I had accepted to be like that. So abantu balijwaha having my generosity, nanye ningamba bye ningenda bintu byange bindi. But for me, I think kino kikampera za chance yo kwata so many lives. So nikyo ninsabera abantu abali hano. Abantu bali mu ghetto, ati aba ghetto bakolire kemo kilabu yabo. Yo kuno bitwe. So hati bagenze ndababa organized. So ndababa organized. So obu oku ekinega ekibatwinire ruhanga wenga. Habu kuba nyowe mbayire ningenda nkaresearcha ninyetegereza the type of life na situation. So bakangambera they have common, they have their command baina ba president baina byo mwena, then umuntu obwaru kugenda akagwaho akagwera omukazi akamuha hensaho haru musente ainagenda akareportinga akazihereza kuli nuko zire ziyambe common good. So president nagamba hati zinu squate hono zinu squate hole. So they are very organized. So kakuba itwe abainaho akaki tuikara nitwe kwati itwenka batwikyayo. So we are not safe. So ekindu kusaba nikyo turole twakora kitwayetegereza nuko turole how many people can we touch. So nyowe that is my appeal. And I really know very well that abana bano they will go and be successful persons. So ningonza kumalira tukietaho rukurato rwa fundraising akalia courts haija ba teachers abakozi abamu abali ba government haijaho twatandika that fundraising tugamba at least omuntu aye committing buli mwezi waso kuletaho mutwaro gumu aguletege munsaho. So people really made commitments that day by kiraniza by tunubwo hizire covid hatu buri omu yararanga atandika kwerwana ho bwomezubwe. So ikintu kyafa. So nintekereza ntwija kwetaga kuongeraho that campaign iyo kwa appealingira abantu abukano gamba instead of taking ekirungi standard message abagibalizeho nutrition, instead of taking 4 bottles of beer, whenever you go to the club or a restaurant, you remember that these 2 must go to TEF. So when we develop age culture, we save money and we can educate many children. So nintekereza tutandike that campaign encouraging the working class concentrate kurana baleta munsaho yetu ya TEF. So I hope that we shall unite and get this work. So hati ningoza ngarure omanyere Father Kabura the psychologist ningera no natukira Yohano tinkwenda kujoga bishop baitu omufumu webitekerezo atandikire with the worst scenario. Bano abana tube ekizubu kingi muno tukoleki tube june bagende. Then of course batira bugaba kwe beke bataketegeriza uko akere nagamba ngo tukoleki eno yafoka burden leka tukoleki tukiyejuni. But from the lineup yona na audience nkoko mwabane respondinga. So nituenda first of all ntugonza your consent abokube no General Assembly ya Tooro People's Conference. This is the General Assembly, no decisions inyo ninyo bakama baitu nimwija kutugambera tugende maiso runde tukinge so ati tugonza tukaguze tugende maiso n'urubimbi runo rundi tukingeho abarugonza tugende maiso naro bate mikono haiguru. So record ziri 100% our participants bagambira tugende maiso hatka kansabe Father Kabura atandikiraho.
Ninyenda hagambe kuongera ikintu kimu birobeno turaga mune gamba ukweta sustainability kuikaza ikintu ekyotandikire TPC abar kujagi kaza tubalnito abantu bakuru abanyakole hano nija kukazibwa abantu abatu kandi ndo musingi gwayi gonye nambere kujja kwemera maiso ban how are the beneficiaries tinikina anti abana ban no bwarakora kakimyaka nsanju kinana nasobora kwebwa TPC so nikimesa TPC nija kuikaraho ninga twakwentwetera mungara gwe kintu eki omhalibo anya kuikana na alimbio mahana tukonyera na manijinge byoma byaitu manya computer na projection mkurora na aliyo hawana twaherie ngun alinaito mkonyezi Alha Mountains na soma maliliza kusoma ebya computer Mountains of the Moon University. So nyeze kumbera kintu eki kakuba ntukugumizamu ne kintu kinu na TPC ni kuja kuongera hangara kiraho hawaka sustainability eri assured ikinjo nyeze kuongera mwebale
kuna bana hano o mahalibo yeje yampo weda ngwamazira kusoma munasiru mulimu no injan
murega mutabantu bakuru ba Tooro mubaragange manyita basima Samuel ninyo former guild president wa Fields Medical University. Yes. Kandi ndi ninzaro kanyamakera hano mu Fort Portal MP wange no lecturer hunda mazire kusoma diploma in clinical medicine and community health kuruga Fields Medical University for 3 years Tiffany yasomesezi njya graduatinga mu kwezi kwa kabiri na mugenzi wange basemera Harriet onwe munasi musomesezi so mwine nasi mwine clinical officer maziri mwine mechanic atuine nondi mugenzi wetu clinical officer mukatusomesa tuli babiri ba clinical officer irote izire hamulimo mbera abirali tatungirwa kumcoveringa kurura yije so ni saba employers abalhano abaine health facilities montungire hokuba nikwe nanya nsobole kugara munsaho ya TEF ko kutugambe bagenzi bange bagumize mu basoma muti omuntu bibaye
ni batangire nywena abantu ba Tooro abokuje mu rusorokano runo 2023 amabara nenyo muzoni James Ruhweza nyemerera hano kusima Tooro Education Fund aho kumperera ikamperera Kinyamasika St. Joseph's Technical Institute nakora certificate motor vehicle mechanics and maintenance nkagraduatinga last year mu July urekoza 2008 kwa msanju kandi yengera ya sponsoringa na driving na kisoma driving na kimara kurungi driving license ingine class B na yongera hokugwa bundi of defensive driving na highway code na soma mateka gahangudo imigende biruko hangudo that is to say nkaba traffic officers nkubakora mu muhanda baitu nokwegodazo kwingi ni sawa ekyokora kumpe ekyokora abalhanu inywena abanyakwine garage abanyakwine ebitongole ebindi binyakwine motoka nyino obukugu oburukumara habwokuba St. Joseph's ninjesiga obuko byampaire tinsobora kuswaza n'okumpereza omulimo n'okumpereza zone test genda kuvuga mu aherwa I can do it. Nasigara ninyo Muzuni James Tooro Education Fund mechanic and driver nyakutendekerwe nimbalami nywena KRC Uganda ba ministers na abantu abandi abatora hano abarukora heru South Africa America na handi kusobora kuntungire cyo kora ndeke kwikarira kuonka mwebale muno. Nisimo kwa buruwamu kwa dieri lakanga benamba yange yesimu eri 0 musanju musanju munana mwenda mwenda ibiri mwenda musanju musanju 0778 992 977 Muzuni James. Nkwenda kusima abantu inywena amabara ni nyali naipe mkonyezi. I'm going to speak in English to capture a big audience. I'm from Mountains of the Moon University. I hold a diploma in computer science. I got a chance to study a bachelor's in computer science sponsored by TEF. I have completed. I'm very happy to say that Mountains of the Moon University is absorbing me. Yes, I've been there, I teach, at the same time I work in the ICT Directorate. But I wanted to say one thing. I managed to do research at the end of my course, and that was a project which I came up with as a smart dustbin. I shared with Honorable Alex Ruhonda, and I'm happy to inform you that Mountains of the Moon University was able to take on that project as an innovation project. Now, in next year, it was supposed to be this month, but next year I will start to implement together with professors now. I'm small, but with professors. Now, I will be implementing a smart city solution, which I'll be able to try to clean up our city. I'm sure with that solution, we are going to have a smart city. Thank you so much. I'm going to say that for the people your father you're saying to take on again. Me, I would say I'm very appreciative. I'm going to pursue a master's in artificial intelligence and machine learning. But that one, I want to say I'm now going to start putting in. I don't want to be taken over again. Thank you so much.
Yaka tuemere tuitera mungaro habo mlimu murugu tukozi. Ituena hamu yaka tuemere tuitera mungaro. So, nyezire ningira kirungu kwesima ituena kabo mlimu tukozi. Hata yaka tulizeyo no kumaliro no otugenda kintu kindi.
Nimbatangira abantu batoli inywena mwibara lya Mukama waitu Yesu Kristo. Amabara basemera Harriet Amwenas I completed in June this year. I got a sponsorship, Tiffany Kairenemperera, and I think up to now I'm still a daughter of Tooro Education Fund. Munyikirize ntakagenzire kusaba obukonyezi bw'omulimo ninsaba kubasima cause I lost my dad when I was 6 years old. Mommy amperera from P1 up to senior 4. Obunamazire I spent 1.5 years. Nkamara 2017 Tefu yampa sponsor. In 2019, nibwe natandikira kusoma Finns. Obutandika nahitsa COVID, we had to go back home. Then after COVID, bamara bagumizamu mbaterera. I completed in June So, for that matter, I'm requesting for your help. Abantu nyena abali mu sector ya health, if you have a job, I'm ready to work because I got a job in Kagad this year. I started working in July. Now, from July up to November, due to some challenges, naleka kukora, nagarukamuka for 1 month. But I want to thank God. Obwira bunamazire ninkora. I managed to buy a smartphone, mbere nyikaniendra ningere bintu byanja bya mukanso. After I paid 136,000 as of final license, I did the interviews and passed them. Just in the license, it's a younger downloading. But with God's mercy and love, in here I will get it. So, Nimba Sava, Kumpomlem. I'm ready to work in each and every situation. Thank you.
This is a great lesson. You can see her kneeling, begging for a job. This is what many young people go through. And sometimes they don't kneel before decent people like you. They kneel before monsters. And you know what happens. Now, I must announce this, that seated here, we really value Monica. Monica was sending pictures to her friends. And as we sat here, we have received some money, which I'm going to announce. Tooro American Association has contributed $1,105, which translates into $4,125,000. And Mr. Kisembo, who is chairman of the Tooro American Association, has just communicated that. And there is another contribution which came from the pictures which were taken here. Monica, could you announce that?
Thank you, Adieri. So as we're taking pictures, thank you for the quick communication. There's an elderly man, he's 82 years old. He's a German-Austrian. He has been contributing for the past 3 years. Behind us, and he says he will send 500 euros. I don't know what the exchange rate is for that. Times 4,000, 2 million. So in fact, he was saying, why haven't you told me that you earlier? But so he was happy to see this picture that you are seeing behind us. So Mumutero Mungaru, his name is called Yoshi Huber. Mseja mkuru kanda arwaire, wa skin cancer at the moment. He's undergoing treatment. His gratitude is that he was brought up by the church, by the Catholic Church. When he was growing up, there were 11 children, and he was educated by the church. So he feels this type of taina sente nyingi. So don't think that because to get a sponsor, these people are wealthy. He's not. But he sees, he gets touched like we all have gotten touched.
So thank you very much. Now I recap. At the beginning I said we have options to make. We have to make a decision. Although these members have kind of pushed it under your throat, I would like to go back and be assured. We have two options. We have done a great job. Abana tubahikize mbere tubahikize. Twine byetagwe byeitu nk'abantu. Twine abana abaitu abandi. Kugamba abana enywe mbere twabahikya murule hand is option 1. Mwimukie mikono abeke mwatiena. Option 2 eri twekome mwomu inywe nanko kumulihano ndola abasaija n'abakazi 10 n'abandi ojo kome mwomu mkwata mkono mugambe mpa contacts zawe nyewe ninja kutwara. Option ya kasatu ngutugume nsoroza ntutamkigaga kimu ko kututaha ntukora nko kubana abagambe bagamba. Option 3 ni mugonza sente ni mwija kuzibaha. So those who are for that option say aye. Those against say no. So hati yao na malira kankwase akiki Honorable Alex onyoleke nkukurugenda koreki kyochire mu convincing abana abantu ngo nicyo bakore.
Haroho abayizire abanarwana bayija tubakatungire ekisani kyonyine baitu tugonza kubatangira abayijamo n'abandi abali mu batahamo. Eno timu yimukorora niyo mwaherizo obujunanizibwa obwokusoroza ensimbi zokusomesa abana baitu bana bamukorora enyuma kandi abana bano bakozere kurungi kusigikira ha report eyasomerwe twihiremu hati na one of the innovators wagya kuyamba smart city akozere already an innovation kujya kuba nebinga kasasiro mu city yetu. So tuinamo ba clinical officers, tuinamo ba nurse na mechanic arahamlefu museja tuinamo na mechanic. So na weki ebijuma kuruganda tutandika twabirora. So aliyo bana basigaire kandi aba nabo abatuina kora twasera sente twamara twabasomesa kyonka haliyo n'abandi cyali abaliyo ndibasaba bojo nanye nditungo mugisa tefu yekankwataho nabo baliyo. So sazuno orubimbe orutwina nurwo netusaba buli omwene haroho omuntu kuchwamo kefereze kintu nyo umanyera bunayegere bintu ekintu ekibakweta fasting. Haroho ati abantu nibachwamo nibalekana okulya niba fastinga. So no sanga ngo savinga fasting you save excess. So hati kinu kirahaliwe nko muntu omu. So ntuija kubantu saba secretariat musero rupapora kurungi omuntu na nko kubuliomu turozere majority bona batekereke emikono barabiemu listi ole nateka hama barage na sente za kuija kuba natwa. So oino mwaka gwona korora no koraki no tunga sente zo kuneza. So tukugonza kukukaka ekyo takusobora iyo wenka no yachweramu no handika list baitabira abantu abakuteke mkono haiguru abankorora kandi nyowe tingonza muno kwikara haiguru kuno ko muntu obusubuzi ni manyere umuntu nyina kumwekeraho nyenka no yarkwera bamukwasireho nyon ni dora hano ekyojo nkizoka kirungi kirumusente
webala kiki protocol observed. I want to appreciate first of all I am called Ben Mwesigwa Akik numtabano Wedson Kadoma aliaha ikarire and Akik, like you said, you've been helping plenty and you're still helping. I believe many of us are doing that. Baitu, there is something I wanted to suggest before we go very far. I will be one of the people contributing, but before I contribute, I want us to copy what other areas are doing. I happen to have studied in the West, not West, Mbarara, my near better West. So that's why I started from Alian Association, from Kabale, from Mbarara, especially from Kabale. Bekwata as a district, I don't know. Every year, they follow one specific bright kid. Bamuhondera, Amara University, Bamugamba, we want you to come out as an excellent person. Bamutwara Harvard, Bamutwara Oxford. Now, one kid only from the entire district, every year, at least almost. Now, when these people come out, Nyencha Nubasera were governors, Nubasera Banya head of what institution, Noja Kusanga Abaturu Tubalum. Because us, we are saying like Katumuicha senior 6 Amal, Amala University, whatever university, Agiremu Amali. Some kids are extremely bright. If we can adjust a little bit, and we probably think outside the box and say to Tooro, actually kwata tukasera go mwanom for entire district of mwanom aketo mutwale Harvard as Tooro. Arugeyo and represent us on the national. We are not only looking at Tooro. How do we compete to the entire Uganda in terms of the national cake? How do we compete? That is very key. Now, now that is mentioned, I want to be part of TEF because my late mom, Akabana, supporting a lot of children. Numuka Tubainayu, she was working with the district, Florence Kadoma, may she rest in peace, and she gave a lot of bursaries. Now, because Twinabana are very smart, me as me, I'm not a politician. I want to come out for the entire year. I want to give only 1 million shilling. 1 million in the interim. Maybe I will increase it. But I also want to come out as someone who can offer certain mentorship to these kids. 7 years ago, I stopped working for any institution in Uganda. I learned one thing of dealing with buying stocks online. One time I sat with Akikionu, but we've been learning for 8 years. I buy stocks at some areas where I put $100 in Zirek. 2 years down the road, osango ina milioni ya tano. Oikaguza, emitwara satune tano, ya foketa milioni ya tano. That is very hard for people to comprehend. But I have knowledge in that area, and I would wish to once in a while sit with these kids and mentor them some of these places, other than all the time. I've not worked for any institution for 8 years, but I make millions of Ugandan shillings. I will not say it in dollars because that one scares. And I've been buying plenty of land in Tooro here, from online, to get online to go stocks, no so go Apple stocks, no so go Bitcoin, yabantu batin, no gereko, nekur, and you make abnormal money. So I would wish to be put on the list to mentor some of these kids once in a while. To Ikare, I show them some stocks that are good in government. You take on Dora Makumiatan, Zireke Zgumeyo Konizukwa. 2 years down the road, you'll discover that, oh, Dora Tano is not investable in any business anywhere. You also business, it's impossible. But you can buy stocks worth even $100 and you leave it there. So that is my contribution for today. Thank you, Adi.
Okay, Mukorora, I gave him plenty of time because now we don't want stories. This is now, we are into solution. So so we need practical. And actually, there is a young lady, I have to call her to come back because she's been asking me for $100 that she deals online. And me, I was not understanding. So now I'm going to call her to come, and the real guru is here. Very good. So there was this man who started before everybody else. You can...
Clergy, the political team, I'm sorry for the hierarchy. I'm not a man who likes yes or no. I have followed your legacy, Alex. You have done a wonderful job. I've had 12 years experience in fundraising. It's one of the most critical problems. But I believe in sustainability. One, I would like to ask the team, for the many years you have fundraised, sustainability is important. What do we get back from the students you sponsor? What is the content in them? One of the sponsors who give us the money have quarreled. They withdraw because you find a student luxury and we don't have welfare to follow. Question to you, the team, is, how do you follow out these students that the money from us who suffer for it is returned in potentiality? Secondly, I would want to find out from the students is what we call striking the balance. You should have that heart that the money is not from a tree, from a stone. Comes from men and women who suffer for it. Money goes, money comes. Why would you give? Because I know some of the students have been at MMU, I was their guild president, they were luxury. And some, it's a pity for a gentleman like Richard Rabuhinga, who has struggled with me to help the students. And you find a student lingering in ghetto, yet the money came from Alex or Rabuhinga, who has a family. Would love to see you strike the balance and be the best people in this land would admire. Thirdly, the potentiality is that, Monica, I have followed you and I'm a fan of you. You don't know me. But the question is, this issue of saying they have aborted, they have dropped, is not sustainable. We must follow these students' morals and ethical. That's why TEF must establish a sector to follow the students. If someone doesn't qualify by moral, is dropped. Because the other day behind, we have a student who needs the money. Fourthly, we as the men and women of Tooro, I'm very sure politicians have done excellently. Give them a clap for sure. Because I have been to Richard or Alex, everybody. But the question is, the business fraternity on board in Tooro, how are they engaged? I've known Honorable Pascal for some time. He has done the same job. We would love to see value for money from our own students who have really been funded. Lastly, you have talked of innovations, Alex. We need to see new innovations better than we can do. You live in Kampala. I'm a graduate from Innovation Village. Go to Innovation, they are in Mbarara actually. We need the Innovation Village, because I learned startups way back. I know bridge and I know the potential, but we'd love to see new innovations that will take these students up and will get the best employers of this land. I'm sorry to take your time. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to the money. For me, it's true. For many years, I raised money for students. I am sure, Alex, you know my potential. I think per year, $1 million is enough. $1 million per year. And it comes gradually. But I would love feedback.
Members, if you talk for those minutes, the standard price is $1 million. Because, yeah, so if you are prepared to speak like the two have done, then please, you make sure you pay $1 million. So if you don't have $1 million, you talk for 2 minutes, because this is how things are in the capitalist world. So Elias, the name Elias, you mentioned all the names. They capture you. You know this is very important.
My name is Elias. I run a foundation in Dundee, Scotland called the Uphill Trust, and I'm Elias Muhimbise, and I live in Kasenda, and I'm an innovator and entrepreneur in social capital. Thank you.
Very good. Let the answer capture that. Okay, now million. Oh, there is $1 million. I'm living here. Yeah, now we are beginning with $1 million.
Alex Uwireki. Ibara lyange ni Nyometsera Kasukali. Ndi wa Kienjejo Mwenge Central. Just one comment. Habakuwa milioni tingine. Nina counterparts baingi Kampala oko. Abarukugaya TPCN. Shonka nyo defense yingire beg MTF. Timanyire bindi, at least baba kaguza, nbateka questions, what has TPC done? The defense I have is TEF. So to me, TF is something that we have to defend as TPC. Cash yang ngine hano mitwaro asatu.
Very good. Cash, actually now, if you don't have $1 million but you have cash, I will allow you. So that is very good, very good. I start with that category. Okay, the cash guys now.
Kale mwebale muno abantu ba Tooro nyowe nibanyeta Dr. Mark Kahwa Aboki kandi ninkora na Mountains of the Moon University. Ekintu kwenda kugamba ntakaireyo kashi yange nicho kugamba nti abana baitu bana abatuliyo ntukonyera ekintu ekiraba sobisa ekiraba obusinguzi kiri kintu kimu ni cyengeso. Nyowe kalime kagamba am a living example. Nkasoma kuruga P1 up to PhD. Family yange tansasuli na sente nemo nakati because I'm from a humble family. Baitu engeso zange nizo zankonyiri. Nsomere degree, nsomere postgraduate diploma, nsomere masters, nsomere PhD. Family yange tatiro na singi na kikumi neki na kimu. So nhabweke nabanisaba abegi bano batunge ekintu ekyokubanza nizo engeso. Muno harimo abantu abandi abachulire bita bakozira umulimo gwa mani muno hakwerera abantu. One of them is Dr. Father Mkidi Achali Alham. Nyobo nkaba nintandika senior 1 through Father Pasco Kavora Adieri you might have forgotten. Achali sent me money from USA because he was in USA. Zarabagamuliwa Adieri nizija halinyowe. As we talk now, Father no Arabina about 150 about Herrera. And I sit on the board Divine Mercy SS nikimanya na Achali ntujakubazi. Kandi nikimanya yake nijakukati hatefu. Ntukimanya buli mwaka turaikiranganiza Achali. I don't want to put words into his mouth, but ntujakuba tutwara abana abo kuja kuwa wasoma. Hanyuma hati ekinde cyo kumalira nyowe ninja sazino nyina cash emitwaro 2 ngine hasemo hano, but every year ninja kuba ninteka mu emitwaro 2 for a period of 5 years. After 5 years nso kwantungire sente nyingi I will review.
I remember this is a digital era, smart technology, smart people, smart city, and we have digital money. Numero cryptocurrency, you are seeing so many things happening. So abantu mtatina, if you have not carried cash, actually now you can even order money from your bank account. It goes to your phone, or it can go direct to the phone. So just for now, let me first announce the number. Yeah, let me get the number, please. You know, this is a digital era, and I need the number. Yes. Okay, they are going to put the number on the screen as you capture that information. Let me just rush. You know the criteria. It is cash, cash as you talk, cash as you talk. Yes, this lady has been, okay, let me begin here, we go, and then I come that side.
Webali muna hakiki amabara gange ni manyeta akora George. Nisima programu yenu habu buherezo burungi so far. Kintu yokubanza mpaire nasi omulimu. Akuba run a charity and it's a healthcare foundation. Nasobora kukora. Ekyakabiri ni pledginga emitwaro 20 habo mwaka gwona habo kuba nyoni running charity abamu habana butago already baje direct mu office yange kana utusora konyera untu bakonyera.
Very good. Nas emitwaro 50 from Elias. Right now cash has jetted in.
Kandi
and now the Rwanga so Nas has got a job. We don't know the salary scale, but
Haba secretariat kutunga turukukora mbere ninsaba buli muntu arakwata muzindaro agambi baralie preferably atugambire ne nambaye abukon twenda kumhandikira kumsimu.
Very good. So we shall get a percentage bambi on your money for TEF with time. So Amabara, Akora George. Enamba yesimu mwije mutunge enamba omanyire abantu ba sente tibenda gabye namba generale. So let's get the lady who is going to give. The more you talk, the more money.
Yeah.
Just know the rule.
Akiki nyenda kuanza kusima with the team up there. Amabara ni mmanyi nywena banyeta Akiki Majori. I work with Yahweh Foundation. Akora George is my boss. Ninyenda kuanza kusima boss wanga abo kuhereza naso ito go mlimo. And I want to assure you Akiki, ngu Yahweh gives the good salary.
By the way, you know that I gave 5 children a scholarship.
Yeah. Kandi ekintu ekindi
from Yahweh.
Ekintu Akiki obere na itu. Ekintu ekinde chinkwenda kubazao, I have walked a walk and a talk with TEF. Akiki monuka no kimanya during that time obabalize chigambo cha morals abana kutwalenda biki nkemera no mwana wa TEF na ikana omukayange na bebiwe ninye omukazi rwatoyira omwana gwa Tooro Babies Home kandi omwana gunamulinda under my roof.
Very good, that one.
Ekindi, I'm one of, I may not say TEF, but I'm one of the children inyu abantu abatoro umwahererire muhol mununa ninyenda kusima omchara Imelda Kabaganda Aboki.
That's my mother.
Yemera bakorole Aboki ogu nuyemerire nanyo from 4 years yankwasa the Catholic Church bansomesa namara mpaka a university Makerere. And here I am, a very important person in this city.
We can see.
Nikiabaza kwa na sente nzija.
Yes, very
Aboki Kabaganda ninyenda kusima kandi nkasomera hano Kinyamaska. I'm a product of this place, and my mom used to work just down here. There was an office.
Your testimony is over, now
yes.
Cash.
Banzolinda Akiki.
Very good.
I want to give a practical solution. Nyo personally nyina abana ikunda mukaga bankuherero.
Yeah, I have
kandi
more.
Ekindi nti kuba twemera nkatefu tukabaza na amasomero gaitu agali around nkoku omusaija doctor ekiyabazao tuina amasomero around Tooro region who can support children. Abokuba I don't believe in ngwabana baruge otatubahereri twakiza a certain level ngwabana abo barugemu. So mbere ni nsaba kuba tukiranganiza amasomero ago either bakatuhaga a full bursary and a half bursary itu enkatefu obuntu tukatunga gebyetagwa ebindi nebindi. I remember one time tukagenda na Aral Solomon tukagenda Nyakasura tukasanga omwana kabatene kaito watefu tweija twaleta abana abo twabagura enkaito. So I believe kuba tukwatanizi twena abana bantu so kubaherera
point taken time
ya Kiki.
Yes.
Ekintu ekindi, I'm going to offer mental health services to our students in TEF. Free mental health. Abokuwa mbe ningukoro gwa mlimo, and after here I want to meet those students. I want to talk to them. Lastly, Kiki, I'll be, apart from what I've been giving on TEF, yes. I'm going to be giving $100 every year towards TEF.
Mukazi mumerika mutera mungaro. $100.
Chalmwe bali muna batefu.
Amabara.
Omanyira, amabara gange bagamanyire. Ne namba yange bagamanyire.
Tokwenda garukamu.
Sima Majori Akiki.
Okay, now why I gave her more airtime? Because she spent time with our child. Kandi yamurolera, yamuhereza ebyetagwa abokuwa feeding and all that is money and mentoring. So that was a very big contribution. Na bweki oborabo takozere nkebya Majore akoliro mwana witu otajja kumukopo kabaze bintu bingi kandi kunuki time is money. So let us now come this side. The Rasta man must also the speaker of Fort Portal City. Now you have the mic.
Thank you, Honorable. My name is Albert Ahebwa. I am the city speaker, but also councillor representing Central Division at the City Hall. I got inspired by your words and the words of Madame Monica. This is my first time here, but on my first time in this hall, I've seen the fruits of this engagement. Therefore, we are talking sustainability. I want to commit at the end of every year, ntunga akasim, gratuity. I want to commit 30% of that gratuity. That's around
Very good.
And I will sign a consent form with my city. Because
in Kumanya how you spend.
Very good, thank you.
So that, very good. You see, Albert, you know, is a very kind man. I was seeing tears in his eyes, and even me, you can see tears. This is very emotional. Now, when you see us, you know, with tears, you understand. This is really, really very important. Go to that lady, then Moyo Guatoro.
Thank you so much, Honorable.
In the meantime, sorry.
Yes.
In the meantime, I need a list going through. Secretariat, you pass a list. Because there are those who don't like to talk. So you pass a list as people are signing and putting their noteka number yawe na kasenta ko kuija kutoha rundi obwarabo ina cash na bo notugambera. But at least a list here not everyone is going to talk. Okay, madam, go ahead.
Okay, I'm called Nyakaisk Margaret from Harugongo. I'm the chairperson supervisory board, Usaiga Sako. And I also grew up an orphan.
Oh.
I know what school fees means. Actually, I was very much so touched. I was even, when Father Kabura said that we are stopping here, I felt the pinch.
I can't see.
I imagined what those students are going through, or what, when they had that, what they went through. So this is the reason I'm standing here. I know I don't have enough money.
God is going to provide.
Yes, yes. But one, with the little I have, I first put in 50,000.
Very good,
cash.
very good, lady, yes.
Then secondly, every year I'll be contributing 200,000. I will be distributing it termly, that money, but I will always ensure that I finish that money. And then at the same time, for the mentoring these children, I know what I've gone through. And it was through patience that I'm who I am. I have a bachelor's degree, information technology from Makerere University. And this year in May, I finished a diploma from Kichwamba, UTC Kichwamba, mechanical engineering, but specialized in welding and metal fabrication. It was an international course. So please, whenever I'm given time, I can mentor these children.
Very good.
Be patient.
Just register her number.
Thank you so much. My number.
We welcome you. Yeah, you give the numbers quietly. Give quietly because we don't want people to disturb you. Okay? Please talk less, give money.
Bantu baruhanga ambabara ninyowe amoto moyo gwa Tooro rwakisani Robert Bwango takamaze ngula akazindaro kano mbaze dakike muyonga takamaze nkagule ne mtwale ebiri zigendo mtefu nukomba.
But that does not mean ngunoja kutwale saa.
Naangwa nimbaze dakikemu.
Okay, very good.
Bantu baruhanga nyenda kohobwa akaisu. Harumo mugisa ogwoso kutunga mu kuherera abana. Nyobu natungire accident. Nkabanta sowora kurubata, nkabanta hakitabu betu narora ha mukutu, abana babuzirwe senti. Nkakwata sente zange zo kunjanjaba, neja nabaha milioni 2 last year. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Hati ni marira ningamba harumo mugiso nkaba nimara kubaherera nkaro ekintu kikaiza reverend akansabira nakiraho in 1 week. Hati ni ndubata.
Very good.
So ningenda kubaha abana bano sente nyingi. Are you getting it? Buli kabaha milioni 2 kandi takukora. So I'm a practical person. Ningenda kuba gyam mutanye tegekere nimba hazente nyingi.
Okay, very good.
Another thing, muleke kutina ninyenda kwesimba bwa Meya City nabo nza kubongera.
Okay, very good. Members. Nitsera akasente katefu nyaburenyo mutatinisa abantu abali mu ntebe mutatinisa. Leka tuure this young boy. Let's get this now. Omuzindaro nibajja kukozesa ogwange because I must stand and recover.
Mwasi ya muti inywen onyombe nyanda kwa barao kataito msaijo wala hao meiso agambirege ngukwata ukahirira abana abo buona ngukiye kale tikikumango ngwakero koma mu muntu womu nuwohirira bana bayingi osogendo kamukomba mwakahika agati akakwata akabirugaho akikwata ukahirira umwana omu kwata abana abona ko kubali okwata bono ba sponsoring nokwe hakumalira nkasazun mukwata murolemu omwana owasobora kwata akarugayo akarepresentinga ekicho kitu kya Tooro oguno mukakwata mukongera musente mukagumugura mufano mukwata mukasindika na university za amani ahiye mu America nka atwa kusemererwa Daniel.
Okay.
Onyowe Moro mutifu lumwaka nyonja kurwana gakifu uwe pocket money barampaga mtwali 5 nyori nyonja kutayoga.
Very good. Omusigazi wali inspired mwamrora. Really this is okay. Hat kunu na marayo hachaliyo because I want to finish this side nukuongaruke kunu. And please time kwasire but this is very important.
Ninsima muno mulimbo gwa amani okozerwe hawa abana bano. Omusajja mukuru wandi abaliza agambire sometimes tukwetegereza ronde tukumanya ebintu ebindi ebigenda mu maiso. Ibara lyange nyoka Sande Paul Drake ningonza mbagambire twine kitongole kya Feed My Lamb ekikusagika abana over 10 mu Fort Portal Tourism City na Kaboroli District. Abana bano abakusoma primary school kandi abandi nibakora vocational schools. Haibate mutira mungaro hapo kintu ekyo. Kashi for TEF into committing to contribute M25 every year.
Very good, Omsai Jogo. This time we are okay together. Very nice. Okay.
I'm coming back.
Okay.
Moyo gwatora humuli.
Okay, now I'm done with this side. This side.
Amabara niraka na Bantakayombi Edward ni nduga mu cyaro cya Bakebo muruka Kichuna egombora Rwengaji Modo Sub County kani nkora nka chairman PBM ni nsimu habwentiye kandi zenu eyisazi lya abantu bakuru ba Tooro mukozire bintu byona birungi muno abaganda bagamba ngwegambiro tefayona kirungi muno mwebale muno nyona sakatef ne mtwale 2 ndayongera kukashi.
Okay, let me now run. You can see time. This is in the city. You have to learn. Time is money.
Grace Kanweri ninja kuba nimpayo emitwaro 30 abo mwaka guno.
The mother of the other girl who has been donating, Grace Kanweri. Tumwongere mu bugaro because akazaro mwana murungi.
I'm Patrick Kasoro, Chairperson with Council North Division. Before I make my contribution, I have a suggestion. One is, kuraba mwa iwa kiki na organizers, Tooro Education Fund. Mbai ni serve if it's possible. Why can't we partner with all local governments at district level? Tukakora nabo partnership at least every district in Tooro region. Buli mwaka, isobole kuteka munsaho yokwerera abana. No ziraga mitwara 5. For example, ka district kumege milioni 5 tukamanya ngo twanja kusera sente tuino kutandikira which is sustainable kwa wabikiri through their councils. Then two, as youths through the Youth Council Act, but akakuliza gamba kuseke bintu kabinu as the regional coordinator of youth leaders, I'm pledging myself to jakuikara naitom district naitos granted tutung at least yogo mutemo tukuteke ini kwegesa abana bano. And as the North Division pledge ito buli mwaka as Youth Council tuija kuletaga emitwali 10 but I'm going to engage the whole region kwa neto alega itutiro.
Very good UC, very good haroho. Yeah, haroho msaida mnyachaka.
Kale webale nyo kubanza no kubanza likisana guno gwaba murundi gwo kubanza oba gwo kubanza nikichweka kuba hano baitu habwange ne kayange habwange ne kayange tija buli mwaka kuteka emitwaro 5 baitu omusigazo gwe kiyagamba inyina omukono mu sente za gavumenti mutabagambira baitu eza youth ninyo kuzimanya eza programs ninyo kuzimanya ninja kusera mu sente mu bulinge liyona baitu enungi kurorangu as a district and the youth council to contributing hatefu aka sente zo zabo so tujagezaho kukoleki baitu hiraho arobo tubeni ngamba twina next time I come here obundi batayizira na mwana omukazi sakuta mugamba muno baitu mwana mumbinge ngarukeyo twina kunywanisa amaka gaitu na TPC for sustainability purposes.
Kandi ekyo Father Kabura nwasoko bakyetegerize abana baitu mu kikaro cyo kuswerwa hansi yo kwa herwoku you come with them the network.
Sister Maria Gorete Kahwa neribara lyange ningoza kutora mugisa guno kusemisaziri abantu bakuru ba Tooro habo kututeraniza hamwe guno mugisa gwa mani muno mukama haisibu nyina bintu bisatu akiki tinyina sente bitinyowe ni sente no bire bwange sente no bundu kubaza ni sente ekyo kubanza bagambirege tusarura hamwe sente ekinikikiriza baitu obaraba mu abantu abakusobora kusponsoringa omwana omubakamutwara nabo tubaho mugisa bakikole kimwe ekya kabiri ningoza kugamba kya Father Maka no Father not Father mwesigwe kyagambire leka tuhandike policy eyera sobora kukonyera abantu abo abatese kurora ngo abana banu babatoire kurungi baitu at least na policy itukuhondera nanyo wasobora kuparticipatinga kugihandika ekya kasatu Father Maka gambirege Father Mukidio Walhanu Father Mukidio Walhanu almwana wa kuzaruhanu nuwe Deputy Vice Chancellor wa Uganda Matters University ntu taini somero lyonka lya kusponsoringa mu abana betene no busobozo bokonyera abana bamazire kweka mu Uganda Matters University ningira nasobora kutukonyera kikoto webala ki
mwazirora sente za sister motel mungara habwo kuba Father Mukidi najya kutungira slot mtera mungaro sister amazirira kumulikerwa so the smart lady here.
Thank you, Honorable Alex. Nimbasima nywena mtek movie in your capacity. Nyondi mkiara Dorothy Kagaba Byenkya, nyikara hanu Maguru. Nyenda kusagika TEF, nka kubandi director wa Fort Suites, hanu mucho aro guest house. Of course, ntuwa supporting and promoting tourism and hospitality na minister wetu aro hanu atenyi. Ninsaba ngo obaraba alimu omwana asomere hospitality management in the hotel management and hospitality asobora kuija tukamuha omulimu on condition that are well behaved and hard working. Ekyo nkyo hayo then ikindi nka Fort Suites au muchwa ntwa hayo 1 million shillings 2024.
Very good, and because of that, we shall request the Minister of Tourism to come and launch officially Fort Suites. Very good, Mukole Pilu, the pass I have given you.
Ninyawa kesi chali gonza dieni na manya mahuri, nkainuka baitu nchali active mahuri. Benta gondeza kubaza, abo burungi bw'omulimo gwa Tooro People's Conference nabwe byane byarugamu NSSF nihize sente zaitu zirayikurugayo ndihize kimu kya 10 timanyire zinga egeyo turaganiza ruhanga kimu kya 10 nja kigabira abana.
Very good retiring spirit katurola abantu abali mu retirement.
Honorable Nukanuo Kubiro Hairi hatu hanyo nyowe ndi mugurusi mune myaka 75 so busaho muntu asemerera kutina nja kwemera habwame ya chenjo jorundi Fort Potro nkabulikiro nkokunkora milioni gumu
engaro tiziko ya chali mutere mu ngaro tukorora ati na kike mtumizi
otyo muno Honorable Alex nikisoboka kani kusima bakubaza amazima aba politician mine kutandika kubaza amazima bakwange bakugonzi ogambire ntukira muno kuta sente mu bugenyi mu anniversaries biha tukaleka education abana babitino barabagamba ngo bakamwimu aho bakwakaruru garuke hati okuru wange Mr. Magezi naijabere na ndura ngumya kama 13 atana mentaringa bitunanye ningendera mpora kuko mukuru wange kandi tutumanyire protocol nebine hati nkatenywa kwa nabaza senior ati nsobora kwa sente zikuingana nkawe nimpa yaho aha atenye huliro atenye ningamba na iwe so Mr. Magezi salongo kanyuti ngazaraga barongo kanti bazara ebyange bakaho so hati kiroho njya kuha buli mwaka mitwaraga 5 half yono yarkuwa timanye na miaka kinyo every year beginning January mitwara 5 ka njya kubeningi tai.
Very good muina kuikara na musabe sara zobomezi kuhangara because we need every year that money omoya rukwera nyolekere Father Oyo
amabara gange ninyowe Father Charles Oyo and I'm a priest of Fort Portal Diocese and a PhD candidate in Doctor of Philosophy in Institution Management and Governance, Uganda Matters University Nkozi, and I will contribute 1 million 2024.
Engaro bojo tumukunyamba ugaro. At least Father Oyo is not in the category yokutunga sloti. He's already a loaded man. So Father Mkidi, you reserve our slots. Okay, at this side and we conclude. Please now, really had said I finished this side. Now, after Father Oyo, I'm seeing more hands.
Thank you very much, Honorable Alex. Mabaragangi ndi Sunday Simon, the simple Simon. I feel so touched by the fruits I'm seeing in Tooro People's Conference. I'm pledging nkanyi nkomuntu emitwaro 20 buli mwaka kumara emyaka 5 minus that ezange nkomuntu nyina y'abanywani bange nk'uko twasomere. I called Honorable Alex, you may not recall, tukaba tukyakora oruguudo rwa Bombo na Luwero Triangle. Honorable Alex came nkatandika ekitebe ky'abaana ba Tooro bali Bukalasuku basoma ebyokulima baliyo. Hati abaana abo ninyenda kubyamu emitwaro 5 zikonyera omulimo guno. Kandi nyine abana Honorable Alex bagenzere Denmark twine abana 3, twine South Africa abana 4 kandi nababiri bali Abu Dhabi. Emitwaro 5 egitujagisere baitu nyonkanye zange zinkutekaho omukono gwange emitwaro 2 buli mwaka okumala emyaka 5. obwe myaka erayeyongera kurungi nanyuso kwongeraho nkaika hachaka mission ekiyabazi webale muna. Yes, Honorable Ahebwa President.
Akakaguzo kataito kata ayue pastor amara kago nikasana kaga pastor.
Thank you very much. Irakangirira koto itumpika bantu baingi irakankesha. I'm not a pastor. I'm agriculture officer nkora mu district ya Honorable Wabuhinga kandi I'm a product of I did my bachelor's ma Father Mukidi, a product of Uganda Matters University. When Father Oyo mentioned it, I felt so much touched, and I'm a master's student. Thank you.
Orozere nyo ebintu bikenga hati the guy is so nice. I think he's still single.
Tiomono Honorable, the clergy, abebembezi nywena abali hano ombitinisa byanyu, protocol observed. Ibara ninyo omukyara Harriet Nyakahuma Angwena, ndi senior education officer Kabarole, rundi deputy DO wa Kabarole. Nyo nkwasirweho muno habwe ensonga enu eyokusomesa abana. Being an educationist, ni mpuranye n'omuhimbo habwe ekiteekerezo ekimulesere kino. Kiteekerezo kirungi nanye nk'omuntu I pledge to participate with this gathering. Nyo habuli mwaka nk'omusomesa ninjaga kuhayo emitwaro 2 kutandika n'omwaka 2024. Omukasumi akarukwija ko mukama bwara abatukonyire ninja kuba ninyija n'akasente kange nkagumanike yongeraho mukama bwara abatukozeseze baitu obu ninsaba obusagiki bwanyu ninsaba amagezi habo mwaka 2026 kuija hantebe ya district chairperson LC5 mukama abaho mugisi.
Ebintu bya Sara ebintu bya Sara, my God. Mutanzu nana real I was not aware munganyire, but that is life. The lady is so talking. Okay, now this side, from this side, anybody? Okay.
Walamna keke amabara niraka nyokaija Dorini Atenyi kandi Mgorman. A day before yesterday, I was laying to rest my father. And a day after yesterday, I knew this was an annual plan that I had kubangu nasobora kubahamu nenyo because I know and appreciate the cause of the TPC. Naweke akiki nkainisaba ombugufu nkwata omundi yanga akantu akateito mbanze nkatekeyo mwira akiki abantu bakiramu no kweraga bitobwiro burukweka osakusera omuntu yaragira atazokere nkiriza akateito akanyine mbanze nkateko omusawo omu bisige turantura webali munakeka ntwali tano.
Very good. This lady is tough. I know her when I read on WhatsApp her messages. They are not easy to respond to. Okay, now I'm into these guys. They want, because time is running and you have made me run. You can't give little money.
Nanyoni banyita Muzinduki Patrick ninkora na KRC chonka chenjojo haliyo heritage ecotourism na heritage country resort abakubani bagenda musobora korabayo n'umutunga ko kunywa rundi kubyamo kurunga. So heritage ija kubane komitinge mto atano chonkati asatu
asatu rundi ana 1 2 oh asatu very good. Mtwara atano heritage advert heritage what heritage country resort no manya mzaba KRC bamanye jam business heritage country resort bokanoja chenjojo you don't miss. And now this side I'm seeing cash from Tumwina. We looked for this man, his phones were off yesterday, but thank God you have come. But of course this is little, but I know you are going to say something big.
Thank you, Alex. Mwere mutaba abantu ba Tooro amabaragange nabanyeta Patrick Tumwine kandi ndinzarwa ya Mwenge omusajja ono marumi ijo mutimbaireho of course tubeire na we lost our friend lost a wife so tubeire mu kusasa nawe nyowe omukyala agambire kweraga tikiba kirungi noso kweraga noyebuga so naha ezange twari 15 na gihakashi mwahuguru kwija omukwaka satwa omunsere nyongere yendi abiri.
Very good. Nimumanya, that guy has never really given in peho. So count that as cash come before Easter. Is it before Easter or after? We shall see. There is cash, we are cash. Okay. No long speeches because now we are winding up. No get Charlie so I have just come here hunting kurgaho plot ya amani.
Nyewe timba muke timba muhango chonka mbienda baba manyira. Tinsomere ebikoto chonka nsoma buli kiro. Nyikare nyongeraho. Abasajja bakuru abantu kubazaho bamanyire. Tukahambya president na mwaka amasanyalazi mengi muno 2,778 million. I'm coming to that. Yes, ningonza kora fundraising omukwezi kwa kabiri ninkoyesa abesike baitu bona ababere Miss Universities or Miss Uganda, those who participated. I will install KRC, Ruined Mountains of the Moon, Kunkwata Mukono mobilization. I'm going to mobilize and we're going to raise money for the funding.
Very good.
Habwaki, habokwa Fort Porto in the city, kandi city eno katandika aira, hali abasajja bakuru abatukoliye bino ebintu omugaso tukabeebu, kandi hali omuti mkwesaba iwo tukonyere na kano atukonyere tugwadoptinge mutawuni tuja kurezinga sente kuja kufanya development ya Tooro yona.
Very good. That qualifies you to talk to the minister during the break, lunch break. Let me get this youth and then our dear father Achali is here.
Thank you, Honorable. My name is Enoch Kagoro. I'm a student at Mountains of the Moon University, but also because I went through Nyakasura School and I'm seeing my brothers. But when I calculate, when I save about 300 shillings, mtware tano buli mwaka nengichi.
Mtware tano oinesimu. Oinesimu ba youth bali inspired paka ntuzikuiha hezi.
Yes, Eno Kampaire Ngoma Baragange, nyondi mwegi wa Uganda Petroleum Institute, Kigumba, kandi habwimba za Ruhanga, ninyowe guild president wa institute yegi. So, mitwali tano nanyi niyokuza kubani mpayo buli mwaka, baitu bitekerezo binge bisobora kuba twine habweitu ensinganto, kandi tusobora kuiza hamu ntugumantu sharing obwongo, nturua opportunities ezeroho following the advice and guidance, nitusobora kuruga mukurungi. Thank you so much.
Very good. This young man, I have got inspired that we need our IT person because we need a website for deaf. We need Twitter handle. We need so many of these things. How we can reach a bigger audience at Talhano. So you have noted the innovator. Very good, very good. Hati no kuibundaza kwingi Charlie. The kanteze no Charlie.
Ote mono akiki amabara ninyo Father Christopher Mukidi. I'm the director Divine Mercy Schools, secondary, primary, nursery. Baitu mlingwa ngugumu. Right now I'm working as Deputy Vice Chancellor Uganda Matters University. So munyikirize mbaze ebintu very very quickly. So Divine Mercy mtuja kubahereza 2 slots. Full bursaries. Secure fees to Rukua, that is equivalent to 3 million. Because it is about 500 something per term. Then we shall also give you 10 slots per show. 10 slots per show. Sara Hokataitu. Ekiahwa, then when it... Divine Mercy. They have to come to Divine Mercy. Okay. Yeah, we shall not support people going elsewhere. They have to come to Divine Mercy. Then Uganda Matters University to get bursaries, bazeta half tuition bursaries. And in fact, I'm the chairperson of the scholarship committee. So if the students do apply, they will get, and especially bakora science-based subjects. This year, to hear 200 bursaries, half tuition bursaries. The trick is to apply in a time. So for example, now in August. So immediately after that, you get an admission, you apply for the bursary. Priority will be, of course, according to need and event in KV, but also we order them how they have come. So if somebody is admitted and then applies quickly for a bursary, chances are very, very high to get the half tuition bursary.
Okay, now homework for TEF. We are going to sit kumanyo bukodio obukora twatunga that half bursary because we know the process. It is a national competition. So TEF will make an arrangement, and that means that Father Dr. Kabura is going to see the psychological path for that. Haroho Yanga, just give me.
Walamunakiki, Ibara Niraka, Silas Ruweza Twoki, Gato ya Krabasaija, Aquato ya Makuru. Nkailelwa Caritas Football Diocese, Senior 1, Senior 4, then Caritas Yanteka, MasterCard Foundation and Black Uganda, A-Level na University. So, message yange ya boja abaliruguru wao. Abantu wanbali nubabona bana mbasera akasente, baitu bayambe koraki, erukwe yamba. Nyowe nja kutekaho imitwara 2 buli mwaka kutandikana guno mwaka za guno mwaka zikiriya akasimuka kadiri yao nebale mu
Really ndimulema kutera mungaro omuntu akozeze iyo mukama katunga good guy now, very nice. Sorry, do you have any tutandikena Lekanyira haro manyere my Haiti. I have to defend myself.
Otyo munakik Alex kandi nabakora sinywena kyo kubanza nyine bintu bibiri kyo kubanza kwikiraneza nabagambi ngo ekienseta ikiriya nyuma y'obusinguzi bwona ziringeso nungi so abantu abatefu rukwataraho kusoma tubasaba girengeso nungi nuko tunga amagoba aga investment eno y'abantu banubona barukutamu akasenta kabo. Icya kabiri ni nchakaguza kakuba committee yo kwebembera TF hikira local governments tukapopularizinga idea eno hari abakozi bayitu bakatwikiriza kutano kuba shilingi 2,000 zonka zitebulu kwezi, just 2,000. But we code this money usigende hatifu account buli mwezi sobora kutunga sente kusobozesa kusasura abana bano nezindi zikakora ikintu kindi twaba twikranise so ko batunga good concept aboko banking institutions nuko zikora bahereza abakozi loan bitu baguma deducting abataho code baguma deducting ningira abakozi shilingi 2,000 tutiyukutulemo kandi yeso bwo kwiteka mu saho emo okwena abakozi 15 buli muntu akweza shilingi 3,000 timanyire sente zinga ikibare kya bwangu ikisobora kutereza akasenta akali regular ka buli mwezi nakayicha account nuko father antumukeza aho mwetweko okara kasimo natera buli omu baitinyowe akasara kanje kaba kataitu bitula buli mwezi nja kuyahoga akasente nuko kansobozese kusasura emitwaro 12 omwaka gumu.
Kamutire mpora mugizire. Emtwaro chikumi na abiri, that's 1.2 million. 1.2 million every month, it is 100,000. Equity.
Thank you so much, Akiki. Samuel Kazova is my name from Equity Bank. And this year we have had a sponsorship of just only 3.5 to the conference. But maybe next year, if we begin early, Manyokatanka good bargaining, maybe it's so cool sponsoring with another higher thing. Then, but
I know you are seeking for corporate social responsibility, so 10 million, let's aim for 10 million.
Okay. Then number 2, personally, new zange zhere yire mtuari kumhanu zikire account yetu ya Equity Bank. Then ekyo then
Hati nimujja kuletera Father Kabure ekizibu because you have to show the reason. Now Charlie nabaramba muhereza eza Christmas. It will be very difficult. I think we shall declare any money that goes to Father Kabura is theft. Very good.
Nyona banisaba nti program when I think it is very fruitful now, especially fundraising. Kionka nisaba ngo committee ya TEF runde etungo muntu who can follow these things bagambire. Very good fundraising ideas. The moment you don't follow these ideas, they will die. Ako abantu bagambire in the next 5 years, in the next 2 years, district this one here, how they are going to code it, it is very important to have a fundraising manager, have a following to make sure the money goes in its right place. Thank you so much.
Very good. Therefore, we have a secretariat. We have also a lady who is in charge. And we have taken note on the policy issues, ideas which you have raised. We are going to incorporate and come up with an official document that we will be able to share. Now, you think, but this man, you think really can forget money? This man here, he has had. By the way, one of the guys I respect, who is very spiritual, is Sharif Ahmed Mohammed. And he always prays for me to keep younger.
Thank you, Honorable. KRC, alomojo bakemba mujuni James. Nuko abamazire tuja kwa placement, atakatwingira omulimo aija kwega for further mentorship. Waratura muntu murungi. Tulirora tuja kumuemployinga if he's good. Kino kwata hona abanda batef. That graduating here can bakore mirimo yeitu tukora in the fields of environment, energy, nutrition, social development. Aba bana tuja kubagantu baga placements. So atakatungira omulimo gona. You can do bakora biki. We don't believe in that philosophy. Tuja kubagantu baga placements, batakatungi then we can always connect them. But batunge address so that barugira organization batung bagena organization yen. I think that one can do it. Then as KRC we are going to sit with the board and we'll always allocate some money for TEF, but also Tooro People's Conference. That will be communicated. At Mashallah Supermarket, the committee inga kuhayoga mtuara tano.
Very good. Mashallah. Mashallah, nikimanyisaki ni murulimi orwetu. Mashallah. Sima inshallah, nyomba inimanya inshallah. So, that is the Mashallah Supermarket, located where? Kasese Road. Mugende mu shopping, nuko mtuara itu atana ikale nerugayo. But also with the KRC, I can guarantee, because I'm also the chairperson, KRC Board of Trustees. When the board sits, I will really be trigger happy to support the idea.
Basemera Alice, Kurugam, Kogera Foundation Uganda, kandi omulingo gumu, Isenkati Fort TV, presenter Ekyoto. buli kiro kya Sande nka Kogere Foundation Uganda tujja kuhayoga emitwalo 10 kandi omwaka guli kujja tujja kutayo emitwalo 10 kandi nkase nkati 4 TV nayo emitwalo 10 niyo emitwalo 2.
Very good. 4tv.com. Smart city, smart people, smart technology. That's the way to go as we get more inspired persons here. Then we conclude with our elder Basal. Oh, there are so many. This is I request that you allow more 10 minutes such that we really get the value of this meeting.
Otiomuno atekaniza mukoro gunu yibaliangi nyamanyi Lawrence Arali ndumseja mugayi ekinkorora kusomesa abojabo n'abaisiki tulumukuombeka omusingi ogugumire neto nyencha mbere turasobora kwimera tukatwara ensi yetu Tooro mumaiso tura abantu enda kutwara Tooro mumaiso nka mahanga agande kigakozere tuyine programu enu gitwara mumaiso Tooro Education Fund so nkanyowe amanye Lawrence hakire buli mwaka nja kusoza yoga emitwalo 10 tekujja kundemu muti omuntu.
Very good, Father Edward. Yeah, I'm going to come that side and conclude by Tumujukengu omugurusyo warukirayo emyaka in this hall. The eldest person, he has a final word. And he assured me that he cannot talk before his younger ones have finished. So, mumaleyo wangu, then I end with the eldest person in this hall.
Mutiomuna kiki amabaragange ni banyeta Father Edward Muhumuza ninkora nka chaplain wa Mountains of the Moon University aba St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Chaplaincy. Ninsagika program wene yo kukonyera abana nkabo habukwa nanye nkakonyerwa abantu abandi kwihanimpa ebitekerezo bibiri akiki haro ikintu cyokubanza itwena hantu tusobora kubaza baitu kuba tutayira hali akayibo nyonka ija nkateka mwezi nyene habo kuba buli muntu wena nabaza sente nyingi baitu nyo I believe in numbers buli muntu wena hanu kuba na hai singe 15 fees yo muntu waho tusobora gemana eki akabiri harumu abantu muno abaginga mu bintu bya IT abasobora kutukora online platform mbere tusobora kusagika kiro ninja kusagika baitu nobwire bwona mbe nisobora ku accessing egg platform kuteka sente zindi baitu hatela campaign ya mtwali 10 cash.
Very good. Obutraba tugenda for lunch tugenda kuteka ekibo ha entrance obutraba tugenda for lunch oro rwigin tuja kurukingaho then it went and turaba one route and then you put in something. Yeah, one way for lunch. So we shall put the basket at the entrance. Warukurabaha kachichimba na utuja kumurora. Okay, now we are in the final, please take the mic there. We are now in the final round.
Okay, amabara ninyo Kayondo James. Munyikirizeho just kintu kimwe kingwanda kwa advising out akapledge ingere. Omukuba nimukora okwegesa abana bano abaisiki nabojo. Numuba numuombeka ekintu kyamani muno ekirayambakwe ensi yetu Tooro. Ekyokuroraho nyowe nkakwatwaho nkayambwa Sister Rest Kabanyaka yanyihayo. Nakwatwa Caritas, nakwatwa Yes yantwara Christ Aid yankwatiraho sazo ninko na local government ni medical worker amwe medical lab personnel ninko na local government mukaso ninyebe isaho kurungi muno kandi ndorake mu businge bukozereki buloho nkanyewe nkaki nko muntu then ekiona ninkisimera kumperera ekindi kikumalira kiringu obo kwerero mwana nagira omutima hakunyoba kanta mu mutima ngu 50% of my salary
ngihereza abana batakwesobora sazino nkatandika organization bageta kadiofe kandi sazino twina abana ana na batano bali mu masomero bali mu senior twina na first product medical worker wa mazere exam ijwe habwaki habwensugo mwanteiremu na kiki ona Alex Runda aboki wabuhinga bojo mukozere kyamani bafaza bonetse okubasima rero amut bishop wole alhali bojo so pledge yange is ninja kuteka yoga nyonko omuntu okuba 50% ya salary yange already recovered hati ninja kuteka mtwali 10 buli every year for God and my people.
Very good. Very fast, your name and the amount of money you want to contribute. Thank you.
Lekerwa mgusu. Leka mbanzi mpabule kintu kimu. Akicho aragira kora bya list habwa buli muntu ku owal mukisika mun o contributing a center rundi ok pledging. Committee marabiye mu rupapura. Enyo wakire kinabaningoza kuterekereza kimu haliye bikiringu. Sente nisinintekereza chairman's bag. Habokuba conference yano no bwerabi na abantu bona bagisagika. But conference nanka chairman's bag yakonyeraho sente za committee esobora kutandikisa kugenda hano kugenda haka. Na weki tugimisinga rijo chairman's bag tutagimisinga sente za chairman's bag tiziri za tefu la kabuli muntu ahandike na abahayire yo cash ekindi bazolinda hakiki ekintu ekindi nkatandika initiative na creating an online tool ekuruga mu President Eisenhower censorship model tool wenu negendera kumanya inywa abantu abatoro mulinka hamukora mu bitongole kininyo ba nukwe tujikozese okubasera hamwe serekeri so tool wenu ninsaba ninja gelaunchinga on an online forum nukwe iyo wajuzemu buli muntu wa Tooro wenu womanyine ngu onene nanka akora hano esimu yengino nukwe tumanye abantu abo tujikozese for official invitations to have a very powerful and mega conference ekyo kumalira kiki next year ninsaba omugisa to present abokuba emyaka yimazire mu Tooro People's Conference kuyani etandika niendora ngu haraha abantu abatamanyire ngu inywe the natives and the citizens of Tooro muino obugudo bweserekere hadnyo obundu kurora nistrogolinga kuraisinga sente mazima omuntu omugudo anyakwine ekintu kiri n'omukuzara sente tamanyire ngu kare hay sente zikole ebintu ebyarukwetaga ninsaba nyije mbasoborura obuguda bwanyu obumwina hanyowe zange nzahandikira muri mukatabo habwo kuba ngu plan yegitu tukagikiriza ntugire muna hay sente entaite intentionally mpandikire mtwali 10 yaho eyinkujja kubasindikira.
Okay, now we are rounding up. Abantu muhandike. But you ni nsaba. No, please, let me tell you this. I know what it means to look for money. I know ebintu ebikiro bwinge tukugenda kudiscussinga hano abantu mbaita kubereka mono muholo. Let us really exhaust this money. We need it. Please, you have given me this. We need this money. Like omuntu wa kutwasente batwesente, and then we get the money.
Webali muna kiki ibara lyange ninyo Edward Kabongoya, the PhD student wa London University at the School of Economics. Nina hakasenta kansevingire mu scholarship yangi. It was fully funded by the Icelandic government. Kaso tinka kama nyukuru nkonka sevingire. I think by the end of this year I will have known chonka ninyo mketo wa Tooro. Ninja kutayo milioni emu kanyoka Kabongoya bala. Omuchwezi.
Can you see now the bonding between Tooro Kingdom and the Tooro People's Conference is doing wonders. Very good, very good.
My name is Sima Diana Kiki, a student of Uganda Matters University.
I'm doing bachelor in science or computer science. For me, I'll contribute 50 from my pocket money.
Very good, quickly.
Mwebale muno ibara niryo omukyala specials Mugisa Nyinabarongo omusomesa kati kandi director wa St. Specials Nursery and Primary School isomero lino liri Hakibale kandi director wa Elroy High School naryo liri Hakibale kandi amasomero gana nago nigakwatiraho abana nkabo abatakwesobora kandi habwa abana bari mbayisogaito abo nyowenka specials ninza kuba buli mwaka ninteka mu kisaho cyaitu emitwaro 20.
Amina.
Ninyowe omuhalyabo arkura nasobora kuchungura kabarole yaitu kwita hantebe ya entebe y'omukazi haba Kabarole district obundi bana bahikirire bagenzi bange utarinzikisa ngaro kandi ndi mukamwana wabasariza mzee kijana.
Oh my God, that's it. Omwana hati kakupa tukarukira hiraka mwakolulire rukutsanali.
Ote muno honorable Jombara Gange nibanyita Birungi Stephen ninkona Kabarole district nkanyona play
Kature ngana
Amabara Gange Birungi Stephen ninkona Kabarole district yoko umuntu nja kusasura cash emitwalo 5 pledging emitwalo 20 inakatongole kataito kale mwaguru tourism every year.
Very good. Mutere mungaro abantu bacha seka iraka bitu that's life the ladies.com. So tumalirize we are closing.
I'm giving this one.
Otomono, I greet you all. My name is Goreti Karungi and I'm waiting for graduation from Mountains of the Moon University, and I'm a proud alumnus, I must say. And I'm a youth counselor for Fort Portal North female. One, I endorse the suggestion of Mr. Kasoro and I pledge my full support towards that. I believe we shall make sure that we contribute to that 100 as the Fort Portal North Youth Council. And as a person from my small incentives, I pledge 50,000 from next year for 3 years. And of course, I'm a teacher by profession, geography, CRE. I know when I get a job, I will add on that money. Thank you so much.
Okay, you go to Divine Mercy. Make sure during lunchtime you sit with Father Mukidi. Okay, now we are in the final and I give Mzee Basaliza.
Webale muno Honorable Akiki Ruhunda ibara ryange ni nyowe Mugisa Kaleba Lawrence ndi mukorasa wa district ya Cyenjojo habwe ensonga enu ni nsima bwo kuba tukaba tweberwe Tooro hati twijuka twagaruka mu nzaha. Education is key. Ni musomesa by profession mundabane mukorasi ni nyeraganiza habuko hokura muri za twatungaho. When we get power and authority through education nituija kuramuza ni nkora na te kutusega nyeraganiza mtwali 10 buli mwaka.
Very good. Let the MC, aba MCs mtagerango tubalekere. I know you have done a good job, so it is your turn.
Kale owebale muno nyawe ibara ryange ni nyorwa Mugusu John Paul ndamusaija musomesa ndakhere kusajika kwange kuntani ikora nyenda kusima TEF on behalf of St. Louis College Kiagobe. Nyenda kubasima habokuba you stood with our college when it was at its lowest. At the time mbero mwana wa mgamagana Kiagobe na agia huki. And would treasure any single admission. So mwatereza abana mwagamu gena msomere Kiagobe. Nyenda kumanisa the stars of Kiagobe as old boys tulukwasiro kantu algaraho So Sazunu, the results we have, Hezamba Kubina to Mazira, Aranarabo, again Arambule, Sazun to Kupevinga, Abanabito, Correct Quatamuchuch, near Sabu, Kandi, enrollment, Bulletin Matuquata, Tolvana Kumivira Batubonk, with Sazun to Lumbana Rokada Nasatu. Kandi, Sava, Mutavana Abandi, Mukutukentubasan to traditional schools of fear, Kiogobe, to Mazreki Humbura. We have space for more 1,000 boys, but later we shall accommodate them. So Ninja Pledginga, on behalf of the office of St. Louis, Itwe, tugenda kuhereza abana batanu hafu basare at St. Louis. So mtabana wita bata, TIF, just look for 50%, we shall put there the 50%. Ekyakabiri nyowe nanye nkomusomesa ninja kuhayo kusakika kwange okwe mitwaro 20 au mukyara tinzira nawe nja kumukonvinsinga nalete mitwaro 10 so nyo nekayana cyo kulete mitwaro 30 abana beto amagenda school mukwa kasatu mitwaro 30 nja koneka account yaitu mwebale muno kandi kugonza Tooro.
Mwebale muno ko MC kandi abantu baitunywa na Tooro mwebale muno contributions zanyu ninja kubanizirangirira la kambanze. Yes. Oh yeah, there's a contribution.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Edna Karamagi again. I'm the CEO of Bridge. At Bridge, we are a technical institute and we do have vocational courses as well. When I listened to the students asking for jobs, I got a little saddened because at Bridge, we have changed our curriculum to an extent that when you leave Bridge, you get yourself self-employed. We need to change our curriculums in that way. Self-employment means that you don't go looking for jobs after this. Now, as an institution, we are offering to design. We will work with you, but we would like to take lead in designing the website for TEF. Those of you who have been to the Bridge website, you can see that our website is very classic and professional. So we shall design that site with you. Secondly, we are accredited by UPTEB, and we are offering to sponsor one child for a national certificate course. The only condition is you pay the exam fees. We will pay the tuition fees, which are a lot more than the exam fees. Thirdly, right now we are running introduction to computer courses. Computer is important for everybody in this ongoing society. The first 2 students, if you access our website, Bridge Institute at bridgeinstitute.sc.ug, and the first 2 students, you get the email from there. The first 2 students to send us a motivational email, you will study the courses free of charge. Thirdly, me and my family, we pledge to give 200,000 per year. As soon as I can get close to that board, because my eyesight is very poor, I'm going to send 100,000. Then I'll send 100,000 in the first month of January. Thereafter, every year for the next 3 years, me and my children and my husband, we shall give 200,000. Maybe more will increase. Time will tell.
Okay, very good. Now we are concluding with Mzee Basaliza. It would be unfair because Mzee
kantwala omugisa gunu kusiima n'okuraliza ekyokubanza ninsiima muno nokwakusiima ninsiima omukama Ruhanga akumpikya akiro kyange ekyanyenkya a birthday. Hanyuma ekyakabiri ninyija emyaka impikya emyaka 98 kandi wanchwera mu bigufu ekimbaire ndowa kinyo nuko kugamba Limanza kusima mukama Ruhanga abo kumpikia akiro kyange ekya nyinkya ekya birthday. Hanyuma ninyongera kuraliza abantu bange abanatandikire nabo n'abandi bakaturugaho ekya Tooro peoples, abantu ba Tooro, abagurusi n'abasigazi nabwiki ningonza nyinkya ekyo kusima Ruhanga na muhekaho nimusima mu mutima gwange gwona na magezi gange gwona nenye mwongere kunsabira yongere emyaka indi nkene. Hanyuma ekyo kubaraliza ningonza kubaraliza nyinkya inywe n'abagurusi mukanya wanu n'abasigazi inywe n'abali hano kuba birthday yange apati ingikolirwa abajukuru bange nyoti nkwasireho nakati nyo nimbaraliza mwibara lyange. Mbasaba nyinkya asaa 8 tujja kutunga kusaba kwase Ruhanga omuka yange buli kiro mbikora golf course a club Tooro club kutati nkujja kubitwara abokuba mbiremu n'ebizibuzibu nanyoti kutalibana kuli tena kitwara kandi tuguli mukoro gwange tali nyo wakikozeri inanya bankolire nabwe kumalira mu bigufu nanyo ntarugira gusa kunga ndeke kubaza muno nikugamba abana mnanye ntani imperera abandi bamaze university wanga wa mwako kwijogwa kienda abinena ninja abandi kwijana babamperera bengi bamazire makerere Kyambogo nakawa n'abandi abatalibanga abantu uko tukukora nabweki nanyoka nikiraniza na member parliament wetu wa sitano akiki ibara lya irindi rebala harugunda nabweki nanyo kutandika no mwaka ogwa 2024 nja kusasura nja kwa milioni. Hanyuma ninyongeraho ndikaike myaka 1 century nabo milioni kwica ondigica nuondigarukiraho ninera mumanyire myaka ibisigaye nyakusigaye
mutere mungaro mugurusi numurora. This is a happy ending kandi nsima buli omu wena wakozera omulimo guno mwebale muno bakatu the chair.
Otyo muno akiki honorable nikisana tomanyire honorable nikisanira skills zao tuzizo kusera bururu kuonka loito manyire no kusera sente. Honorable Flavia Rwabuhoro ndukusaba tuganyire abokuba according to our program twakubire session yawe tugimazire wetu ninera bwensonga eyiwarora naiwe nokeraniza na Honorable Alex ngo abana bano kintu kikuru kandi nogenda kubazaho eka family otuganyire kukererwa halieki kandi inywana ningonza kubanza kusima timu yenu Bishop Mirwa Talhanu, Dr. Edmond nabandi abanyakula aboard akiki Monica akiki especially Bishop obubire bwawe mwebale muna dieri banainywe engeso mwakihuriki kusaho iyo na inyo meleke kutweka na inyo meleke kutwekwa umanyire muno harimu abatwekwa na abatweki abokuba akabaye discrimination omwana omwisiki wenka nibajuma ngo atwekeru baitu nibebwa kujuma omutweki ono so yongeso mwazihuru kandi kirungi mukama wange Deputy Vice Chancellor wa Uganda Martha's University erukulema St. Joseph's Technical Institute alhanu ningonza ku hayo namuna abana bobwisiki nkababiri abuko we have been trying to promote abana abisiki kugenda mu technical education, so abisiki babiri abatefa bakusobora kukora certificate motor vehicle mechanics, civil engineering, electrical engineering has certificate level nsobora kuba kuonyera in the coming year obaruko basingire sciences abuko halo requirements physics manya chemistry manya biki omwisiki nawe ntwenda abe makanika nawe ayombeke nawe akola amasanyarazi, so 2 slots will be for them. Zikaba henyima tukazigaba tubaije na hati we are giving the same offer. Ningonza okubasima inywena kandi nokubagambira nkako tukora na amani emugiso gutwine hano. Uganda Martha's University has started a faculty of engineering for civil, electrical and mechanical. Here diploma level and also Bachelor of Science level. The whole faculty, Irhanu. But the classes we have, abakiro wingi tibali bahanu, nibarugahara huko. Kyakabiri related to that. Amasomero gaitu agatantu rwanira these traditional schools Nyakasora, Kievambe, Maria Goretti, St. Leo's emphasize sciences bazirabemu. Faculty no gwera hano baitu batasingire tusobora kubatwara. So let us emphasize good secondary education in the areas of science nuko tusobole kuyambisa omugiso kutwine gumu. Related to that, Akik Alex, related to that, and I want to invite all of you to join us in this big struggle. Last year, Professor Gumayo and a number of us, we went to see the president, requesting him that the medical school here, the Fort Portal Medical School, be attached to Uganda Martha's, to Mountains of the Moon University, so that it is a medical school to train doctors. I remember that at that meeting at Rakitura, the president endorsed it. And if there is any informer here, please record this and you can replay it. He said it's possible. Fortunately, at that meeting, the Minister of Education, Janet, was around. His Excellency asked Janet, is it possible? Is it doable? And she said yes. The two ministries, the Minister of Health and the Minister of Education, can work together to make sure that that is implemented. Up till now, 2 years along the road, it has not happened because we are not forceful enough. So I'm announcing this here, kuba kwasi kiniga, kugamba mbintu ebiturukusaba. No kwasi kiniga Honorable Butime, na Honorable Flavia, na bandu bara. Victoria, Mahanga, please to follow up. Mukwatu ikiniga, nkaba choli nkukubaru kwatu ikiniga magamba ntuenda kino. Okagamba medical school ya Buhinga negenda kufoka, it will be attached to Mountains of the Moon so that we can train doctors here. Medical school ya Mbarara, yakabiri yukuba hano, tingumanya kyabairiho. But now we can do it if we are forceful enough. Munganyere kuleta mweke, but it's very important. We need masses to have a voice. Yeah, we need masses. Hati, ningonza kubasimi nywena who have contributed. I think the Secretariat will give the report later. Nimbasaba. manyiri bano abaana babiri bagarwire chapati again today nabagamba bazigareyo nimbasaba tuyambisa akaire kanu we stand up, we stretch, and then I will ask MCs to invite Aboli, Honorable Flavia Rabhoro, to present to us on the family. Kani ni manya no gwera benjara neruma, but given the importance of the good topic on the family as an important aspect of socio-economic transformation turkuija kujwa. So nimbasaba tujuambule, if you can stand up and stretch, and then I ask the MCs to proceed. The panel, thank you so much, Your Lordship. Thank you so much, Honorable.
Katere ngaro nsima pano nyakwero maishano ayatef na accountability report ayatuheriz. So really, let's stretch. Please, stretching is within the hall here. Just a minute, you stand and stretch. Then Honorable Abwali anaja kutwara session ya kuongeraho kandi enungi muno ngokutorosere adira banachobora ngutefu emwe bujwe ya zaire ekazaraho namak. We have people who abaraliwe ngana hanu kandi bagenda bakora amaka. So tujya kubazaho topic ya bala ya kutembera ya maka ngutshoka twara mu maiso.
I also want to inform you that we've been having 7,968 Batoro in the diaspora tuning in or listening or watching on Fort TV, on YouTube, on Facebook and other streaming platforms and applications. 7,968 people.
Kirungi mono, you can see that audience online is more than 20 times those of us who are present here. That means we're being followed by many people.
Kandi ntubaizu changu abachara abanyakolekere bintu byabo aheru baine bintu birungi muno bindi mbibaine entemerezi tubaire nsoroza tukozesa kusoroza sente nimbasaba mbahikire kandi muguleho ebintu byabo. Coordinator wa groups zinu ziri 5 ni Sister Maria Goretti Kabakali Amoti Omunyatereza kandi assistant we ni Margaret Tebahwa omubito kati nawe anyakule hano mkikaro kinu kabene nebintu ebinde batekanirizo mumaiso nyabaine mutagenda habo kuba topic yari kuongeraho abakwijuka mwaka gohoyire tukaba tuine ekigambo ekyokurektambi omubukuru ntugenda kuongereza kurugaho habo kwa nikikwata hamaka kandi ekintu eki eriye mahasonge nyakutalabaniza hamaka mtoro mwebale mono.
Okay, and Sabbath tunge order again in the room. Nuko Honorable Atandike, we have 30 minutes for her presentation, and another 30 minutes for some plenary, and I think by some nana, aweke balesere chapati, waitako balred hati, batuletire nswiga zaitu, estrukwetaga. Meanwhile, lekampereze matabano waitu ono ICT atubalizeo chigambo cha link eba creatinga for continuous pledging.
Thank you so much. We are going to set up a link together with Tooro TV, Fort TV, sorry, that is going to be helping us to continue donating. That link will be set up and it will be trusted to deduct money provided you enter your account
where you have your money every time of pledge comes. So we are saying you should be able to embrace that link. We are going to share it on WhatsApp platforms. It will be helping you to remind you of when you need to pledge. I mean, when you need to donate. When the time comes, it will automatically be picking your pledge from your account. Thank you.
Okay, friends, those one standing behind, please let us come back to our seats and we usher in our next presenter. Ningera, with interest of time, at work, Honorable Sylvia, you can go on and invite our next presenter, because we shall not let all these people settle abowire kasita ebu namba tutekaniza amatugaitu tureda kumuuliriza.
Mwebale muno mbere ninsaba abatakayikalire mwikare kandi wait speaker hano ninyowanya kwino obusobozi nanyo obundijo wawo nyikalize kandi otalinyikiriza kubaza rundi kukorora kurato rundi rwona mu kurato rwawo. Hatuagenda topic yaitu family unit as a foundation for socio-economic development. Kandi mumanyire ngutwino muntu oturukwesiga kandi tukesiguza ngo nasobora okutukiya kintu kino baitu mpairwa mugisa okuraliza omnyoro William Kaija Akiki bari nikusaba step forward ije ekare muntebe yawe no warkwija kuba chairperson arikuja kututwara okuraba mu topic yaitu eno waitu Akiki ntukutangira kandi mbasaba mutere umungaro musaijogo Wilson Kaija Akiki, our chairperson for family unit as a foundation for socio-economic development in Tooro.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Oh, good afternoon. I beg your pardon. Ibara lyange ninyo Wilson Akiki Kaija, ndi nzarwa ya hano Tooro, Mwenge. Ndi muyaga omuyihwa w'abasita. Nsomesa ebyamakuru ha University ya Makerere. Nasabwa kwija hano kwebembera session erukongeraho. Munyikirize ntangire abantu abanyakomerwe kwija kubaganaho naitwe hakintu ekieka rundi family unit ngo kuguli musingi ogwenkurakurana y'abantu omwihanga lyaitu. Nyikiriza ntangire aboli Honorable Flavia Kabahenda Rwabuhoro nwarkwija kutuhereza rundi to make a presentation ha kintu tugenda kwanura kinu kiamani muno aboli mukazi muswerwa aineka amaziremu emyaka nyingi ekuhingura ha 30. Abwoli niwe mukurasi omukyara habwa district ya Kyegegwa omurukurato orukuru orwihanga rundi parliament. Abwoli niwe chairperson wa kakurato aka gender, labor and social development aka orukurato orukuru orwihanga rundi parliament, kandi ayebembera akakurato akandi akatwakwesire forum for social protection, social support, nako nakebembera nkokurora nako nkakoraho habintu ebyamaka. So gali mazima titwine muntu anyakwine kumanya nkwetegereza hansonga tugenda kubazaho kukira Abwoli Honorable Flavia Rwaboro. Abwoli nkusaba oije maisana. Abwoli aliyo naija nja kusaba abantu bandi babiri nabo baije nubakwija kutematemamu ebyo ebyaraba abagaine naitwe tukongera kubimanya. Omuhalibo niwe Honorable Richard Rwabuhinga Aboki. Honorable Rwabuhinga niwe chairman wa district ya Kabarole amazire emyaka nyingi, kanuwe chairman wa Uganda Local Government Association. Aba chairman ba district abandi bona nuwe arukubebembera. Musaija musomesa andine obukugu kumala emyaka nyingi, kanawe musaija aswira ineka kandi angambire ngu aino mukazi kandi omukazi woine mukazi manyire biro bino harumu ebindi amazire emyaka 28 obuswere. So nawe naija kwija kubagana naitwe hansongen. Aboki naiwe ninkutangira omuntu ondi ondukweta kuja hanu nuwe Akiki Stephen Magezi. Akiramuno kugamba ngu nuwe Magezi owangezi hangezi. Akiki amazire obwire bwingi nakora mitongole bitali bimu. Nuwe Executive Director wa Rwenzo Green Association Limited nakora consultancy. Nuwe proprietor wa Trudy Apartments eki kitongole kihereza ndikiserura abantu amaju ombikaro ebitali bimu omukampala. Nawe musaija mutoro aruga Mwenge kandi omubuswere amaziremu emyaka 52. Oireho nagamba ngu 2 takibara abale emyaka 5 abokuba 2 yegiteri yempeta timanyire insurance yayo nagikorata tinkumanya bitu agamba tarugibana abara 5 yonka. Akiki naiwe nikusaba oije maiso hano nuko tutandike. Kokumurukura Akiki aliyo naija oburukubara emyaka 52 okataha emyaka 3 na obutuli emyaka 8 na okateka 28 mbere tuikalira hano maiso ntubara emyaka 10 nogenda haiguru emyaka 10 nogenda haiguru ya twakwesire experience ya abantu banu baine yange tindikuija kibaza kwa ninja kuswara unkwandole experience ekira hano eki myaka nyingi hati leka tutandike. Akiki ninja kuweta ni watandike baitu mbere tuli ninja kutandika anti ijo tuberege hakusendekereza omuntu anyakwisirwe kansa mwengoku baitu anyakutebize agambira ikintu kyamaka kuseseka entasha kutabanguka kandi kikuongera kuleta ebintu ebisobere bingi yagamba ngu n'obusumu bwongire bwakanya omubyaro nabwo nibugira gamba ngu amaka gahumakattabanguko amoti bishop ogwo akabali Kampala ebiro bitali byahara kutanga ku mwezi guno akabazaho ekintu ekyo kyenyini amaka tabanguka kandi n'endwara ezindi nka silimu nazo kwiziromu entasha y'abantu terinungi hati turatunga tuta omusingi kwombeka ihanga lyaitu kandi omusingi gwenyine kutwine kutandikiraho gweka oguraba gwemerire rundi gombekerwe omu musenyi n'okukwataho niguseseka hati aboli reka nkwete niho tandikiraho.
Otyo muno weitu habwokutuha ebitinise bingi ebi obundi twikara tubiteire harubaju beitiringoza kutwara omugisa guno ogutali gwa buli kiro kusiima Ruhanga habwa akasumi kano akanagenda kubazaho amaka hatali amaju ikiringoza mu kyahulege mu kitemu parking tujja kubazaho amaka hatali amaju kandi ringoza kusiima Tooro People's Conference abo kumpa omugisa kupresentinga ansonga eno ey'amaka habukwa mwaka guhoire nkaba discussant wa keynote speech beitu nayesanga ngo buli saha turi ku bantu bazaha ebyenkurakurana ntusaneka tuturi kugeretamu nikyo nageretiremu mu discussion eya keynote eya hairo mwaka guhoire ntekereza yafuuka nsonga nkuru kurora ngu na kiro kino nitusemerera kukibazaho. Ibara lyange ni nyoka abahenda Flavia Rwabuhoro kandi babagambire ndi mukazi anyakuswirwe nkaswirwe emirundi ebiri nkaswirwe obuswerwe bwenzarwa n'obuswere bw'omukanisa nahabweki I was married twice kandi egi nsonga nkuru nayo twijja ku bantu gijyamu mundu kabwakingiresire baitu ekikuru kya byona ningoza kubasiima inywe n'ababaire mu Tooro People's Conference omwaka guno kandi n'inywe abasupportingire kurora Tooro People's Conference yabaho nitutangira bagenzi baitu abali online habokuba nanyo bwira nindora bali baingi abali online aba following the Tooro People's Conference omwaka guno kiro kino nitubazaho eka family hatali enju habukuba kakuba tugendera kimu hansi mugenzi wange agambire eka zisesekere kandi zo ziraseseka kuno zitarabayireho zeka tutuzine tuyina amaju hatiga amaju ni gangu hakuseseka kukira amaka ntabwo ensonga egi tuyine kumanya ngu the end justifies the means amaka nigatandikira ubwo hamusingiki kakuba turagaruka harieki nenseseka n'obutabanguko niburugirira hantandiko habokuba entandiko yitu yamaka erimu ensobi nitusemerera tugitekerezeho nk'abantu ab'ensi eno ya Tooro amaka gaitu obugaraba nigaija kutandikira mu kacaca akabuli kimu baine kirora Alex agambire sente za fundraising z'obuswere zihingure ine habwaki habokuba abantu bakifoire eki kitali kubanza kwa byona Tooro hano ekintu ky'okubunga nokimanya abantu tebakimanyaga ngo omusaiza agenzere kubunga habokuba ino wajumbire bitu hati saazino buli kintu tukakifora public amaka twagasukura muno to public twayesanga gatungire compromises mu miringo nyingi omuntu agendaga kumanya ngo naswera buli nibagenda mu kanisa almost nyobundu kwizuka omulingo ogunaswirwemu habwokuba bamoti bali hano profesa bamoti ogunwe yikalire mu ntebe bamoti Isaac barubombora family nyoni kyokubunga lwa buhoro n'okuyabungire busawo naye akimanyire akabungireka yagamba nyine kinkugamba kino na kino na kino ayebembirwise nkati nyowe ebi byahweromu na hakweranga nako kukaba abantu mwenda abeka babito n'abantu mwenda abeka yabahinda ukweranga kwaho twalinda obugenyi kyonkeke baitu hati bwire buno buli kintu kyona tukisukulire emigayo attacks na compromises kwikira kimu hasaha na mbere omukazi no bwakutwalenda hei natabukana kuterwe kisani alibusa nkwatoleke nkunkwende gireho. So that's the far we are. Nguno gonza public emanye ngo hati nende kozireki eragairemo ebi byona ntubirora nkafan kandi kunu bina kikoteke birukora hali amaka nicyo ndukubagambira nti obutura abantu ija kubazaho social economic transformation eka nikyoki enju nikyoki eka terukugarukira hanjwemu ito amaka gatukuliza gatwakuliremo gahingura gahanjwemu gabagamaka agarumu amajumengi to the extent ngu enjwemu tiyayemaliraga mu kucwamu ebyera akora nebyera atwara mu maiso n'abana okubarasoma n'abana okubarakura n'umulingo buli muntu wena arukwija kwetwaza arukubelonginga to that family. Baitu obwire bunu tukagenda amaka twagachwa twagenda buli omu munju ye hati busaha rukumanyeka buli omu namanye biri munju ye nubo abana bagambire ngu soso swento hati okuno hotuli haboko bati swento takyagasa ntagasa so baitu ekikyona kiri kyokugarra hansi eka to the institutionalize ekinkubagambira kiri ngu family is an institution. The household is a unit in this institution. So tuine kutamu ekitinisa eka as an institution and we don't institutionalize it. Bana basomere bitabu byabo abakugu some anthropologists nagamba family is a social group characterized by common residence, economic cooperation and reproduction. Abo bajungu mbasome byabo betinyo bundu kugarukayo haka this extended family institution ninyesanga itwe abantu ba Tooro we miss a lot. Me I miss family. I miss it a lot. Habokuba mulingo na kuzibwemu nkakuzibwa ndi member wa family enkoto erikuhingura haka ya nyaru ikagenda hali obwire nkabuno bwa December bwa hikaga nitugenda mukomu nitugesa oburo obwege enju nitugenda aho kumara wiki 2 twabaga tugenda enju hanju kugesa tuli hakasozi kayitu kwababitu abantu bona nibarorera kimu tuli kyama hano muno but we were solid tukaba tuli solid obwire bunu tuli yege habwokuba buli muntu akagaruka mukajuke tuchwire institution ya family tuwagifora nuclear so buli muntu wena ali mukantuke na yemanya wenka kandi again the institution of family is a basic unit in society with multifaceted functions. It is traditional. Eka yira itwena netukiro bukuru no borakuru kaingana. The family institution is older, bigger and a traditional institution. Baitu butoleseremu ebintu ebirikuhindukamu eka twagihebura twagaruka mbulyomu munjuye hati no bukuruga munjuye no borukutere nduru busaha rukwirukira nekira kubaho nikikuitiro mu munju yawe nikyo rukororo buturukuba tulahabukedde agataliko mfufu nibagamba babaddenga balwana wano nga tubalaba kyonka hati n'abazaaki kandi kuno omuntu afiire tubeere ntuhurira obundi munju omu nibarwana baitu ntugamba obundi biraho hati omuntu amazire kufa olwamuyisire nkarumanya ubu naye uba nohanura habwokuba tibarikusobora kutaha mu nju yawe but if it were a family wakubaire norahuka bwangu kujunira rundi kujunirwa mukimanyire ngo mu maka amaka gonyine as an institution buli muntu omukomu yabagana role kandi etaliyo kugaya abasaiza bakaba baine roles zabo abantu bakuru abagurusi n'abakaikuru bakaba baine roles zabo abaana bakaba baine roles zabo noikiriza ngo abaana ba family institution basoboraga n'okusapotinga ebyokulya na welfare yeka n'amaani gabo nokimanya ngo eka yakara yasapotingwaga abaana mu kulya na welfare nibakozesa amaani gabo itwe oruhumuro burwahikaga nka hati na hamusiri tukarugireyo tuli mu kugesa tuli mu kukora ki tuli mu kutekaniza nukurwe baje ruhike tuhonda oburo tubwanike tubukuyuye tuse abakuhonda bahonda bakujayiziba usangira kimweka abana nibetara bemerize heka abakuru basigalize kukora decisions hakirugenda maiso today the reverse is true nyinabo nwarukuhonda obuhunga nwarukusa abana nibeija kuija bwija saha yabo habuko abagenzere mu tawuni kukora ebyabo ebitaru kugaseka kandi the family in fact is an institution which resolves and eases a large number of social challenges amaka gasemirire kutuha resilience kugumira nyikara habo haki batutangaga kuriya mu batahi none hirenzara yabageta kuturuma inzara yabaganiye turuma biti mbagambira kukusanga nolya mu batahi egi negenda kubange sombi ya kalehe nigenda kubange sombi ya kankombeho inzara ebe ne kurume beta kuruma tokusemera kulyanka kukusanga ngo sitamirize mu batahi it was building resilience nuko tugumire mbera ebyokulyo biraba biroho rundi tubiroho enyikara tugikoleki tugigumisirize kandi of course tukaba tuine tribunals omumaka mukazi woha ayirukiraga ha polisi ngo agire kunyegera ibo ngo haboko abatungire go butetegerezangana any institution ya family mwanyarwa obubarwanaga hati nibisubira mu Isaac tibiru kusubira ha polisi aho Raboni natahamu aho Professor Gumayo natahamu aho Mugurusi Rubombora natahamu aho Mugurusi Rubale natahamu tosobora kukihura kyahweragaho kandi abantu bagaruka baba bobusinge obwire bunu polisi koti buli kintu kyona utankwata utanteza buli muntu mukoto hati akanyeta yahingura neka ubukoto ekindi kine compromise ikiru kukora mu sustainability ya development haboko akakuba tutabahona mechanism erukusotinga ebiru kututalibaniza biru kutuburanganiza hagati yo muri itu hati na sustainability yebintu byenkora kora ne bitukusemerera kukora ne bituru kutwara maiso ne biba compromised na habweki eka is the ultimate social environment and even economic environment amaka gano nigakonyera gata ihanga lyeitu kugenda mu maiso amaka gaine byage bukakora physical maintenance and care for family members, adding new members through adoption, sometimes procreation, socializing children, social control of its members, production, consumption and distribution of goods and services, and affective nurturing. Baitu amaka nyaga nukumanyi amaka amarungi agatekaine ga supportingaga muno ebyenyegesa to the extent ngubuli mwana vocation yatahamuga kusoma yabage echuirwemu harulengo rweka Flavia aine ekisembo ky'obusomesa neija kujja mu busomesa habwokuba nabazabaza muno mumuteeke mu busomesa ogwo. Ono agenda akola obusawo ogu aija kukora kinu. At the end of the day, the family institution would produce skilled and knowledgeable people for the country's socio-economic transformation. Today, abaana no bari kusoma nibasoma becweriremu nibasoma ebibegondize ebitaine nakakwate. They don't even consult obarabe bari kusoma byo nibigenda kukonyereka nibigenda kukonyerara. Bwire buno nimurora combinations ezira ha HSC ez'abaana bakutwara nyo tinkukyazetegereza n'obundi musomesa nti tinkyabyetegereza nakati nk'emyaka 2 enyakwingwini bona manyi ngo haliyo combination ya pigi ngo haliyo combination